joined by a th- yeah, that.
Oh,
I found recording software just in case we do anything funny.
yeah. I'm always gonna do something funny.
Awesome. Um, when I need to send y'all a map, let me just make a channel real quick.
Usually, I don't normally need a map. I just kind of run off my imagination mostly.
Okay.
But that's for me specifically. I don't know about Kacie.
Yeah. So like for
Occasionally.
for my background for playing, when I've played with other people, we've always played in person, but we've used our devices because we use D&D Beyond, and we just like sent the map out through Messenger and stuff.
Messenger works fine.
Okay. And that's what I will do. All right. Does anyone want to introduce their characters before we start, or like I'm assuming all our characters know each other from previous adventures. So, yay us.
Yay. Hold on, I'm adding spells to my app because I'm terrible at remembering what spells I have at my disposal.
I must say that's why I love D&D Beyond, because like I just have a tab, boom, all my spells, all my slots.
Well, see, I downloaded this app and I can just add spells to my characters.
Yeah.
Then I also have my character sheet that I can put spells on, but
Wait, so you have like a paper one in front of you?
well, yeah, I mean, I have my book, but I have my 5th edition like character app, my character
Gotcha.
sheet app.
That
So like I'm
reminds
looking
me.
at the book to see my paladin spells and then I'm adding them in the apps. So like I have it on my character sheet, but then I also have my actual spellbook app.
Gotcha. I
Yeah.
forgot to pull up the player's handbook. So I have 400 tabs open, just like my brain.
Oof.
So, like y'all know, I'm playing Osrick, the armorer. Uh, Mel Greydorf, fighter level 3, cleric level 4, paladin level 4. Um,
Nice.
yeah, and the fighter, the archetype is gunslinger, so lock it up. Um, and the great thing with my backstory, I made him like a little smith. He can craft armor. So as long as at some point in time if we come across a forge or if we come across a town, if we have the stuff, I can bust out some armor. Like we don't have to go be begging for scraps or kill a shopkeeper or whatever to get something. So
Sweet.
yeah. I took the oath of vengeance because my paladin brother, adopted brother, he was human. He died, so I swore revenge to find whatever killed him and beat the shit out of them. So, which I've never done oath of vengeance, so I don't
Oh,
super
it's fun.
know.
Oh, it is so fun. My first paladin was a vengeance paladin.
Gotcha.
She literally turned things into blood mist. Like she critted in a alleyway. Oh, she did like 70 damage in one attack.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was awesome. It's also rated the #1 oath to take for a paladin if you want to do the ultimate damage.
Gotcha. Um, but yeah, so in addition to my pistols, because Glock it up, I also
Mhm.
got a hammer, and then I created a weapon, tongs, because I watched that episode of the recent episode of The Mandalorian, and the armor did work, and it was beautiful and amazing. So, like, she used it, I can use it. But that's it for Osric.
I stuck to paladin only for Farrah, but instead of taking extra points for well, instead of taking the extra points at level 8, I actually took a feat. This is the part where I said I made her busted. So I took Meta Magic Adept, so now I have sorcery points and Meta Magic options.
I don't know what that means, but it sounds
So,
dangerous.
so when you're a sorcerer, you can use your sorcery points and your Meta Magic options to basically like be OP. So like I took the options Quicken spell, so I can use a bonus action to cast a spell that's normally cast as an action, and it would
Oh,
cost both of my sorcery points.
okay.
And then I also took, because you can get 2 meta magic options. So my second meta magic option is Empowered Spell, and I can reroll damage dice up to my charisma modifier. So the full thing is when you roll damage for a spell, you can spend 1 sorcery point to reroll a number of the damage dice up to your charisma modifier. So my charisma modifier is 3. So I can reroll up to 3 damage dice when I cast a spell.
I mean, you were not lying about bussin'.
I told you. Like, I realized, why should I get extra points when I can just do something cool? Like, and all I'm doing is adding an extra point to my strength and an extra point to my con. And all it's really doing is just adding an extra point to my damage, or my attack and my damage rolls, and that's really it. But now I can do busted stuff, which is even more fun.
Yeah.
You can
I
hear it
am
crouching.
Keaton the Bard. I went to the Lawmaster School, and I believe knowledge is everything. I've traveled after being abandoned by my tribe for my color of the furs. Quite big attack.
And you're a
But
bard, right?
yeah, I'm a bard with the criminal background, so I know other criminals. I know spells from other stuff, and I'm about pretty much support, be it debuffing the enemy or keeping you guys alive.
Gotcha. So, like, I'm guessing Kacie and I are the damage dealers.
Most of the time, yeah.
Okay. Cool. Do either of y'all know anything about Tomb of Horrors? Like, other than the name or that it exists?
What'd you say?
I-
Sorry.
Have either of y'all, like, read anything about the Tomb of Horrors or, like, played any of the adventure or seen any of it at all?
No.
Okay. So, I guess that's as good of a place to jump in. So our story begins in the Inn of the Yawning Portal, where Sam Schmorkel, the goblin barkeep, because, you know, Yawning Portal is progressive and we hire all people, has greeted y'all after y'all have returned from your latest adventure with a new tale, a new adventure. Somewhere under a lost and lonely hill of grim and forbidding aspect lies a labyrinth crypt. It is filled with terrible traps and not a few strange and ferocious monsters to slay the unwary. It is filled with rich treasures, both precious and magical, but in addition to the aforementioned guardians, there is said to be a Demilek who still wards his final haunt. Be warned that tales have it that this being, called Osrick, possesses power that make him nigh undefeatable. All accounts that I have had conclude that it is quite unlikely any explorers will ever find the chamber where the Demilek lingers, for the passage and rooms of the tomb are fraught with traps, poisonous gases, and magical protections. Furthermore, the Demilic has so well hidden his lair that even those who avoid the pitfalls will not be likely to locate their true goal. Only in large and well-prepared parties of the bravest and strongest should even consider the attempt, and if such a group does locate the tomb, they must be prepared to fail. Any expedition must have magical protections and weapons, and must be equipped with every sort of device possible to ensure survival. And today, as a special offer for you 3 brave adventurers, we've set up the yawning portal. It'll take you right to the front door for the low, low cost of 5 platinum pieces. Can I get y'all another beer or anything? Maybe some fried potatoes? And with that, Sam Schmorkel leaves you to discuss.
He did say it was not impossible.
When has that ever stopped us? Like,
It's never-
seriously, when has that ever stopped us in the history of anything? They said gunpowder hasn't been invented yet, so you can't have guns, and yet I got not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 of these bad boys. 4 of them.
You don't
And
think
they
that's
just chill.
excessive? You don't think 4 is a bit excessive?
Hey, you never need a backup until you need a backup. Didn't our last adventure teach us that?
But you have a backup for your backup for your backup.
I got 4 limbs, don't I? I can strap 1 to each.
I don't think you're
You're
that
you're
greedy yet.
going to kick your legs up and somehow fire those with
I-
your leg.
I've
I've seen you try to pick up things with your toes. You're not that skilled.
look.
Paladin,
Okay.
You've got stubby legs, don't you?
Yeah, I'm pretty small.
All right then.
Like,
I don't think you could really aim them even if you tried.
right, but sometimes it's easier to draw new weapons than reload. Y'all can't see it because there's no camera, but I'm doing finger guns right now.
Always the
He-
finger gun.
a valid.
Out of the game, it's really weird not being on camera because I try to be like super expressive. But yeah. I mean, I'm just saying, they say it can't be done. They say there's a shit ton of treasure. 5 platinum pieces. We're loaded after our last haul. I mean, like, if we need to hit some shops, get some stuff, I don't know. I think I'm pretty stocked up, you know.
I think
Believe
Keaton, I think you cut out there a little bit.
tinkering with the sensitivity.
Gotcha. Also, if I'm too loud, let me know. I can turn it down.
You're good.
Awesome.
I was saying, I'm ready when you guys are.
So, Farrah, you in?
I guess.
All right, so we pay our money to Sam Schmorkel the Goblin. And we arrive at the site of the Demilic's last haunt. Before us is a low, flat-topped hill about 200 yards wide, 300 yards long, and 60 feet high. Only ugly weeds, thorns, and briar grow upon the steep sides and bald top of the mound. There are black rocks upon the top of the hill, and if these are viewed from a height of about 200 feet or so above the mound, it will be seen that the whole is shaped like a human skull, with piles of rock appearing as eye holes, a nose hole, and the jagged teeth of a grinning death's head. A thorough inspection and search of the entire area reveals only that the north side of the hill has a crumbling cliff of sand and gravel about 20 feet high in the middle of the hole. A low stone ledge overhangs this eroded area, and shrubs and bushes obscure it from observation at a distance. Hold on. So, we should probably climb up there to where the entrance is.
Are you gonna go first?
I mean, let's see. See about how high it is. Let me roll perception. That means let me find a dice. Would it be perception or nature?
Looking up close, it would be an investigation. But if we're trying to just gauge it, it would be a perception.
Okay, so I have a +1 to perception. I've got a 10. I've got 11. So I'm not sure how high it is, but I think if we have a way to make me a little bit light, Farrah could probably throw me up there.
I mean, I
Or
could probably throw you anyways.
or could I see a visible ledge that I could, stand on?
Make a perception roll. It does not have to be high.
I got an 11.
Yes. There's a ledge to stand on.
All right. Which one of you wants to get up there real quick?
I mean, I'm the one with the whip. I guess I can try.
I mean, I'm always down to be thrown.
No
I feel
throwing
like
needed.
you like it a little too much at this point.
I do. Everybody tosses the dwarf.
I grab Osrick and I cast Dimension Door, putting us up there instantly. Because I'm pretty sure they're 100 feet.
Oh, yes. Easily.
And then I pop back down and then spend my last 4th level spot getting Farrah up there.
I could just...
Alright, does everyone have their limbs in one piece? Yes. Very good.
I mean, I'm here. So Kacie stepped away, but
Sorry, Olivia's freaking out.
no worries.
She can be pretty loud on Discord through my phone, so I don't want your guys' ears to be blown out.
Gotcha. But you're still like listening to us?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're up here. Yay, we're up here. We see what may be an entrance. The problem is sand and debris and rocks and some sticks, maybe some boards, I don't know. I'm not a carpenter. Are piled up in front of what may be the entrance. I think personally that it would not take more than a couple of hours to just clear this. By then, make a little fire, have some food, take a little rest, and then we're ready.
Sure.
Okay.
Seems fine.
So, takes us about an hour of, toil, sweat. Good night, kiddo. Kiddo cracking jokes to keep the spirits up. Entrance is clear. Awesome. We sit down, we prepare a nice fire, fall asleep listening to some
Before we fall asleep, I'm gonna cast Leoman's tiny hut over us to keep us safe.
Good idea. Good idea. That's from Osrick, by the way. Good idea. But, short rest while later, we wake up, we feel refreshed. Kidda, I don't know exactly what your short rest things cover, but you feel fully rested just for the sake of the adventure.
Woohoo! Woohoo! Before we go any further, I'm going to kind of just whistle some weird tune. Just giving you both a bardic inspiration die as well.
Nice.
Before yeah.
So someone who's actually played with inspiration, can you tell me what that does?
So what it'll do for you guys is you will get a bonus D10 on one ability check, attack roll, spell damage, or healing roll, or save.
Awesome. Awesome.
In case that's needed.
Okay. Right. So we're entering this tomb. The sun is shining behind us brightly. Bright, brilliant colors are to be seen everywhere, the stones and pigments undimmed by the passage of decades. The floor of the corridor is a colorful mosaic of stone with a distinct winding path of red tiles about 2 feet wide snaking its way south down the corridor. No stonework can be seen on the walls or the ceiling 20 feet above. For some sort of cement or plaster has been smoothed over all of these surfaces and then illustrated. The scene shows fields with kine, Kine. I don't know what that is. Grazing. A coast with several wolves in the background, workers of various races and strange human-animal mixtures, pig-human, ape-human, and dog-human, going about various tasks. Certain of the frescoes show rooms of some building, a library filled with many books and scrolls, the door of a torture chamber, and a wizard's workroom. There are chairs, windows, boxes, bells, doors, chests, birds, bats, spiders, and all manner of things shown on the walls. So yeah, that's where we're at.
Dear fucking God. It's all Kita kind of just mutters as he just takes in everything. Being a bird person.
Bird person. I'm really wondering how you get a pig human.
I don't want to know.
Well, you see, when a pig and a
No.
human really loves each other.
Nope. Let's not. Not today. I haven't had enough.
Or
to
is
drink
that like some weird offshoot, like deformed orc human breed? It's just too much pig instead of orc? Because orcs do have pig features.
It could have been the first orc. We don't know how they were made.
Dude,
I'm sure we
that orc
actually
was
do know.
fucking well into if we're here.
Right. So,
No fuck.
Well, so now what? Where do we go from here?
I mean, speaking observably, I can only see one way forward. I mean,
Please,
I don't
please tell me
know.
it's not
Like,
torture chamber.
I don't understand why, like, there's that red tile and it's just like snaking all over the place. I don't know.
You don't want to look further?
I mean, if someone says, "Hey, we should look further," then I mean, I'm pretty good. I got some. I think could probably do some pretty good insight. Like on a scale of 1 to 10, maybe like a 5 on there.
I feel like maybe I'm a little better at insight than you are.
Okay. You want to maybe make an insight check on that red tile there?
Sure. There's some dope there.
So out of game, I don't want to do too much since I do literally have the adventure right in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you're the DM too.
Yeah.
Mm,
So like,
that's fine. I'll try not to push it to where you give away too much.
yeah.
All right, so it's a 13 on the die, and I have a +6, so 19 on my insight check.
So Farrah starts looking at the red tile. She's looking. Oh fuck! I have the wrong map open.
Good job.
Give me just a second. I have the player map open. I forgot to send it to you.
That's okay.
Yeah, I was gonna give y'all like a map. Just be like, hey, y'all happen to get a map. Anyway, you're going up and down, up and down, up and down these just looking, observing, studying it. Once you get all the way to the end, something clicks in your head, and all of a sudden you can understand the hidden message. Osrick congratulates you on your powers of observation. A ghostly voice just kind of like fills yours and only your head. So make of this whatever you wish, for you will be mine in the end no matter what. Go back to the Tormentor or through the arch, and the second great hall you'll discover. Shun green if you can, but night's good color if for those of great valor. If shades of red stand for blood, the wise will not need sacrificed aught but a loop of magical metal. You're well along your march. 2 pits along the way will be found to lead to a fortuitous fall, so check the wall. The keys in those are most important of all, and beware of trembling hands and what will maul. If you find the false, you find the true, and into the columned hall you'll come, and there the throne that's key and keyed. The iron men of visage grim do more than meet the viewer's eye. You've left and found my tomb, and now your souls will die. And like magic, a small scroll appears in your hand containing literally what you just said, or what you just heard.
Okay.
So,
Oh, we're dealing with ghosts. Great. Fuck.
Alright.
On the go.
there you go. I sent you what it said so that you can remember it.
Okay, cool.
So you
So,
said something about there being a torture room, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Wait.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I just read it and I don't remember what I said in it.
You said that there was a wizard's room, a torture chamber.
Oh, so that is on the ceiling.
Oh, wait,
Yeah, on
what?
the ceiling, someone has plastered the surface and painted it, like the Sistine's Chapel. So, like, the fields with all the animals and the different rooms and all that stuff.
Oh,
That's on the ceiling as we walked in.
dang. They got a torture room on a ceiling too. These guys are committed to necromancy, man, and the dark arts. Tell you what.
I mean, either that or he just had a terrible interior decorator.
You know
Terrible.
what? If this is a terrible thing to say, I should not be speaking. I'm gonna move on.
Say it.
No. This is
Say
being
it.
recorded.
Say it.
So
You know,
y'all
if
are
Hitler kept going the way he was going, he might have done the same thing.
I mean, it's true.
yeah.
Pretty bad. Pretty
And
bad.
I can always just bleep that part out if you need me to. We haven't agreed that this is going to be published anywhere, so
It's still like hard grained into me now. It's like, whatever
I
you
say
say in
some pretty.
anything.
I say some pretty messed up stuff during D&D. So
yeah, I probably should have had y'all
Yeah.
sign some waivers so nobody gets sued, but you know.
we're good.
Keaton, we're gonna have to fire you. You said Hitler would have had like some sort of torture painting on his ceiling. What the fuck is with that? It was in D&D. Oh, so you're playing Satan's game? I played it in a church and I didn't get burned.
Hey,
What the
I got a pretty good lawyer on speed dial, so if they try to fire you over this,
No, they won't.
yeah, you're too valuable.
Somewhat. I'm not Kacie.
God,
I
training
mean,
people in India.
Yeah,
look,
that's wild as fuck to me today.
Like,
yeah.
did
I
we
had
spring?
two.
Did
I had
did
two
MRO
classes.
spring for the people who spoke really good English, or
Yeah, they speak really good English. Like
oh,
the only time I can't understand them is whenever their connection's bad and they speak really fast. Because then I'm like, I don't know what's going on. Like I can't
Well,
tell
that's everything.
if it's like my connection that's bad or if it's their connection that's bad. But like for some reason everyone else can hear them really well, so I'm like, it's definitely not the way they're talking. It's just like it's obviously the connection that I have. So
mm,
I just
Yeah.
have to wait for someone else to answer their question and then I'm like, okay, I don't have to ask them to repeat themselves. But yeah,
I'm sorry you're going through that.
it's okay. I just need like Google glasses that have subtitles and then I'll be all right. Then I can just ask them to be on camera.
Okay, so
You know,
do you
when are
have
they
to
gonna
watch
implement?
TV with subtitles?
Whenever they implement what?
Sorry. To answer James, uh, sometimes. Sometimes I have to have subtitles, depending on how tired and how much I want to focus on what I'm watching.
I would be pretty close to betting money that both of y'all have ADHD. Like just from our
Yeah.
interactions over the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
If according to Keaton and Ariel, I most definitely probably have it.
Didn't you get tested for it?
I should.
I mean,
I
Oh.
definitely should.
just knowing you through Facebook for the last like 9 years, Kacie, I would have said you probably had ADHD.
Like I was talking to Ariel and Keaton and I was like, do you guys ever like, I don't know, you start one thing and then you see something else and then you like go do that other thing and then you come back and you realize you never finished the first thing? And they're like, yeah, all the time. And I was like, is that like an ADHD thing? And they're like, yeah. I was like, oh, that all makes sense now.
Mm.
Like I'll leave the dryer door open because I'll notice that I have to go sweep the floor and then I notice that while I'm sweeping the floor, or while I'm sweeping the floor, that there's dishes in the sink. And then while I'm doing the dishes and putting them in the dishwasher, I'll notice that the fridge needs to be cleaned out. And then while I'm cleaning out the fridge, I notice that the garbage needs to be taken out, and it's like this never-ending cycle of things that like get half finished before something else gets started, and then I have to circle back around and finish everything.
The absolute best example I have seen for ADHD in media is Malcolm in the Middle. Hal was asked to change a light bulb. He goes to get a light bulb. Shelf is creaking, so he gets some WD-40, and then something else is going on, so he has to go get in the car, but the car has an issue, so he starts to fix the car. And his wife comes in, and she's like, well, I told you to fix the light bulb, and he just freaks out and says, what do you think? What does it look like I'm doing? And it's exactly ADHD to a T. Holy shit.
Okay,
So-
so I'm not alone.
Yeah,
So,
no,
like,
you're not alone.
Okay.
These audits are so boring that I literally have to be doing multiple things at a time.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
what
no,
I
I
used to
get
have
that.
to do. I used to have to watch TV while processing so that I could focus on the processing, which makes
Yeah.
zero sense to people.
To be honest, I play Hearthstone Battleground while I'm doing no records. While I'm just going through and checking them. I get through like 30 or 40 a day while also sending out emails, doing actions, making sure on-holds are being processed and stuff.
The no records
I
thing
gotta do something else.
is making me really mad right now. Like, I can check Epic to see if a person exists in fucking Epic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
that's
like it.
pissing me off. It's taking power away from admins who are really good. You're not promoting the admins who are doing really good. You're saying, oh well, we have or quite a handful of people who are just doing no record statements. To our chagrin. Stories and things. But we shouldn't have done the route that taken on no record statement, stuff like that. It's a step back, but also like a weird step forward. It's a weird balancing right.
I mean, I don't process currently, but with RPA ramping down and moving admins out of RPA so that we can ramp up India, I will probably eventually get moved if they don't want to keep me on as the senior for India. Which means I will go back to processing, which means I will eventually have to deal with all this. And I'm like, ugh.
Like,
I don't
just
want
leave people where they are.
just leave me where I am. I've done so much good, and I was handpicked by Rich himself to be over RPA, and now they want to move me after a couple months. Which sucks because Elena fought so hard to keep me, and now Bianca's like fucking all of it up.
I'm happy I'm getting to stay with a supervisor that's understanding. I get to stay with Taylor and Michelle, so.
Do you know how upset I am that I didn't get to stay with Taylor?
I'm upset for you because you said you would kill, I think, just to stay in Pem Health.
Well, that's when I thought you and Taylor were staying in Pam Health.
Well, you got moved out before us, so that was the heartbreaking thing. But
except, like, apparently there's still something in my name in Pam Health, and I went and
yeah,
looked
I
at it
saw that
today.
email today.
Well,
Yeah,
I went
I
and
saw.
looked at it, and there's nothing in the deleted tab, so I don't know what she was seeing.
I don't know. I'll look at it tomorrow. She wasn't feeling too good today, so she was out.
Yeah. And I'm out tomorrow.
I'm just gonna stay home.
I'm taking a
There was
half day tomorrow.
they didn't mention any. Well, see, now I got to bring my wine. What the hell was that accent?
The hell is the accent?
Yeah, I said, well, now I got to bring the wine, but it was like, oh, blah, 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 blah. It was all slurred and it was a combination of things that it sounded weird. Oh, they didn't mention anything the last time I didn't show up. So I don't think they really care if we come into the office now.
I'm gonna say though, if I was working tomorrow and showed up to the office because you were supposed to be there and you didn't show up, I would give you so much grief.
You wouldn't be the first.
Just know that.
I think that's why they don't care with me now.
Probably.
They've griefed me so much. It's just like, he's not gonna. He's worse than Elena. I think they were surprised I showed up at the Mexican restaurant. They're like, holy shit, he showed up. He does exist. What's
He's
up,
not
mythical
no.
Pokemon Keaton? What's up?
So, trying to redirect us back to the game itself. I do enjoy like the talky talk that we do, but
Yes.
so we're in this long hallway.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the red thingy goes up and down, and oh my god, this is gonna drive me crazy. Oh, there we go. So this is vaguely what the hallway looks like. Where should we be standing in the hallway? Because I figured we gathered around Farrah since she has this scroll, and we're trying to see what it said, and we saw what it said. So are we like towards the entrance, towards the middle, towards the end?
Mm. I'm trying to look at the riddle.
Okay.
Go back to the tormentor or through the arch. In the second great hall, you'll discover. Hmm.
So while you're saying that out loud, Osrick's like, we haven't really seen any arches or a tormentor, so maybe this is, since we had to walk all the way down to the end, maybe this is a clue for what we can expect further down the line.
Well, it says, shun green if you can, but night's good color is for those of great valor. If shades of red stand for blood, the wise will not need sacrifice aught but a loop of magical metal. You're well along your march. A loop of magical metal. Do you have any magical metal on you?
I mean, I got all sorts of metal, and we got magic,
Okay.
and I'm a dwarf, so like I can hammer into something for like half a day, and boom, magical metal. Like, not to toot my own horn, but before this whole adventure thing, was pretty wealthy with the kinds of things I could make.
Well, if you can just make me a simple loop of magical metal, I think we'll be alright.
All right.
Alright,
So,
now it says 2 pits along the way will be found, so check the wall. Because, you know, otherwise we fall and die.
yeah.
Just FYI.
So,
These keys and those are most important of all, and beware of trembling hands and what will maul. Alright. And you find the false, you find the true, and into the columned hall you'll come, and there's a throne that's key and keyed. The Iron Men, a visage grimmed. You know what? None of this makes fucking sense to me. It does, but it doesn't.
yeah. So, out of the game, those are clues for, like, not this hallway.
Well,
Like,
yeah, but I mean, like, some of it makes sense. Like, I get like the Iron Man of Visage Grim. I'm sure I know what that means later on, but like, I don't know.
so Osrick is gonna point out that, hey, I need to make this magic band. So, like, let's go see what's in that one doorway over there, uh, down at the end of the hall, and see if there's room for me to work, or if I have to go back outside.
Okay.
So, we walk down to this door, and there's a stone archway. The stone archway before us is filled with a veil of thick vapors. The stones on either side of the base and the keystone protrude slightly from the stones around them. As we move to within touching distance, the left-hand base stone begins to glow yellow, the right-hand base stone orange, and the keystone 7 feet above blue. Osrick
Would
is
you?
like, Osrick's like, I don't know about y'all, but I try not to go through colored vapors because, could be poison, could be not. I'd say let's send a canary, but Kidda might be offended by that, so
Well, it says that night's good color, and I feel like blue is night's good color.
okay.
I don't know. What about you guys? What do you think?
Um, so like you want to press the blue stone and step through, or
Mm, Oh shit, that close one. Hold on. Um, mm, so you said there was an orange, a yellow, and a blue?
yes. So like the stones lit up one after another and then honked out.
Okay. Um, what do you think, Keto? What should we do? What color?
I've been speaking them, and I am so mad at my. I pressed yellow and stepped through.
Keaton press yellow and step through.
Yes,
So,
because I feel like yellow would be the right color because of the moon.
okay.
As long as it's not green. It says shun green if you can.
Well, there was no yellow. I mean, sorry, there was no green.
So then maybe we're good.
Yeah. So do we go ahead and follow him?
Nothing happened to me.
I mean, where you are, physically, you're fine, but Orsic and Farrah don't know it.
Hmm. I
Unless you
kind
can,
of.
unless you can do a Patronus that walks through walls and can play messages. You're just
I mean, I can.
wait. There's actually a spell that does that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Find
Would
steed.
would he be able to communicate back that he's like okay?
Am I your
Yeah, we
steed?
can-
What the
it's-
fuck does that mean?
Find steed. So, okay, let me go to the so that I read this. I summon a spirit that assumes the form of an unusually intelligent, strong, and loyal steed, creating a long-lasting bond with it. It can take on several different forms, but I would probably choose a warhorse because why the fuck not? So it serves as my mount both in combat and out. And where's the part that I'm looking for? While your steed is within 1 mile of you, you can communicate with it telepathically.
I mean, speaking as Osrick, I'm like, let's try that. Speaking as the DM, what do you really have to lose?
And it lasts up to 10 minutes.
Okay.
Let me check. So it says the steed has the stats of the chosen form. Additionally, if your steed has so although it is a celestial fate or fiend instead of its normal type. Additionally, if your steed has an intelligence of 5 or less, its intelligence becomes 6, and it gains the ability to understand one language of your choice that you speak. And then it goes on to talk about like what happens if its hit points drop to 0, blah blah blah.
Right.
Okay. All right, so I will go ahead and cast Find Steed. And so it says that it can take on the form of a warhorse, a pony, a camel, an elk, or a mastiff.
But you want to do it
So
at but you want to do a wolf?
do what? Sure, I'll do a dire wolf.
Okay. I don't what level spell is it?
It's a 2nd level.
Okay, yeah. At this point in time, your powers have grown. You've used this often enough that the spell has become customized to you, and a direwolf has appeared. So, do your magic business.
Okay. So Kita went through the yellow.
I mean, and this thing can walk through walls, right?
Let's see. I don't know. It doesn't. I'm reading it. When I was reading it on the app, it sounded different. Let me go and find it on the app.
And what? Oh, I'm so fucking stupid.
Within combat, limited on your speed. You can make any spell you cast that targets only you. Also target your steed. It does not say whether it is spectral or not.
Okay.
So
It's
I'm
called
guessing it's just a physical form. So I would say I'll just treat it as like a normal animal. Because it says when it disappears, it leaves behind no physical form. You can also dismiss your steed at any time as an action.
It is a celestial, fey, or fiend, your choice instead of its normal type.
Yes.
So, I mean, so not too sure again about all the D&D rules for those, but like I would assume that a celestial type creature does have some sort of limited ability to like phase shift, go through walls, like supernatural things that not everyone else can do. So,
Let's see. Let's see what
communication via telepathy is a free action. So,
Yeah.
oh, so literally, if we just send it through the thing, you can talk to it telepathically. Okay.
Yep.
So,
So I'm gonna send it through the blue first.
okay. So are you able to see through its eyes?
I don't think so. I think we're just communicating telepathically. I don't think I can like see through its eyes. I think we can just like speak.
Okay. So as the horse goes through this mist, for the briefest of flashes, you lose all telepathic connection with your steed, but then it restores instantly. Kidda, on your side, out of nowhere, the direwolf appears. This direwolf that you know to be Kacie's steed that she just summons out of nothingness in times of need. So, Farrah, your connection to your steed is restored. Kidda, you are now occupying a very small room with a very large direwolf.
I'm just kind of pressing myself against the wall, just like.
Okay. So, Kidda, the miserable cubicle you're in appears to have absolutely no means of entrance or exit. 3 iron levers, each about 1 foot long, protrude from the south wall of the chamber.
Joy. In the second great hall, you'll discover. Can I walk out?
No, there's a floor above you, a ceiling up, or there's a floor below you, a ceiling above you, 4 walls, and on the south wall are the 3 iron levers.
I'm communicating telepathically with my wolf, and it tells me about the levers, I'm guessing.
Yep. Very
And
small room, levers on the south wall, bright colored bird that it's been told not to eat.
Okay. And so it can't go back through the blue mist, right? Just like Kita can't go back through the yellow.
Correct.
Okay.
But obviously they went to the exact same place.
Okay. So I will tell. How do you say his name? Osrick.
Osrick.
Osrick. Oscar. I don't know.
Oscar's my brother that died.
Oh, okay.
Oh no.
Oh no. I'll get it eventually. Farrah's not very good with names.
Gotcha. Also, are you named after Farrah Fawcett or Farrah from Teen Moms?
Farrah Fawcett.
Okay. I had to be sure.
Okay. So Farrah tells Frank Ocean that tells them that the blue goes to the same place that the yellow goes.
Osrick is like, well, that's all I need. YOLO. Slaps the blue stone and just kind of jumps backwards into the mist. And then immediately appears above the direwolf and falls on it.
The direwolf tries not to eat it.
You wouldn't want me anyway. I'm gray.
So that leaves the orange. Farrah's gonna go through the orange.
Okay. Farrah appears right above everyone and falls on him. Thankfully, Kidda, what type of armor are you wearing?
Studded leather.
Studded leather. Okay. What's your armor class?
15.
Okay. Okay. You're a little bruised, but you've taken no damage. You're just like, ouch. Like when you walk into a wall. Not like slowly, but at like one of those moderate speeds where you're like, I noticed that I collided with something and it didn't feel great, but I'm not like hurt. So.
Okay. I kind of let everyone know. I've been eyeing this second lever quite intensively.
Then just pull it.
Okay, I do.
Okay. You pull it down,
Or do you push it up?
or do you do side to side?
Oh, I just moved the lever.
Which way did you move the lever?
Whichever way it wasn't.
Well, it's jutting out of a wall, and you can literally move it
Oh.
up, down, side to side.
I
And
move it up.
There's 3 of them.
I move the second one up.
There's a shaking and dust falls from the ceiling.
Put it back.
Nothing happens.
I just step away. I'm like, nope. Nope.
Just try a different one then.
Push the third one just randomly down. Just.
There's a shaking from the floor. Like something's trying to open, you know? That's the kind of shaking you're hearing.
Put it back and then push it up.
There's some more shaking from the ceiling and a grinding from I'm trying to explain this. Like, so you know how when a ceiling is coming down, there's a grinding from like the walls of it scraping, and that's how you can tell, oh, it's gonna crush us. Y'all know that sound?
Yeah.
That's not the sound you're hearing.
Okay. Wait, what? Wait a minute.
It doesn't sound like the ceiling is gonna come down on you. It sounds more like the ceiling will do anything other than come down on you.
So then
I go to the.
we pull the third one?
Do you pull it or you push it up?
Pull the lever, Kronk.
I've already pushed it up.
Okay. And
Push
is the other
lever up thing.
is the other one still pushed up?
The other two are set back in their like original position. I haven't touched the first one yet.
Okay. So the third one, there's some grinding, like wheels are beginning to turn, and there's more shaking and more dust falling.
Do them all at the same time.
Okay, so everybody take one.
Olivia said.
and we just shove them up.
Yes.
Okay. So we all take a deep breath and we shove our levers up. There's a shaking, a rumbling, a whole bunch of dust is falling, and the ceiling opens. There's a small trapdoor in the center, 10 feet above us.
Okay. Do they have anything to that? So
So you're a bird, right?
yeah, but I can't fly.
Okay. We have
I'm one of them.
We have hundreds of feet of rope. I'm sure we have a grapple because we came prepared. I'm sure one of us is decently athletic enough. We can throw a grapple into a ceiling and,
I most definitely am athletic.
Okay.
Is there anything on the wall that I can kind of get a grip on?
No.
Yes.
And remember, like, it's in the very center of the ceiling. So even if there was something you could get a grip on, you'd have to do amazing acrobatics to, like,
My dude.
true. True.
No.
I'm gonna try and I'm gonna parkour up there by bouncing off the wall and trying to jump up to the middle. With by pushing my feet off the wall, trying to grab with my hand.
I'm wondering how to do this. I know it's going to be acrobatics.
No, ma'am.
Oh, okay, so first you're going to make an acrobatics throw.
Okay. It's a 20, not natural.
Okay. And now, so you get really close to it, and now you're going to make a sleight of hand to make sure, like, you grab onto it. So that's, like, the closest thing I can. Or, would that be sleight of hand or athletics?
I feel like grabbing the ledge after kicking
Like-
off the wall.
Like, he's done some amazing parkour to kick off to where he's, like, right in the center of the ceiling.
I would say athletics, probably.
Okay.
17.
17. So yeah, you're on by, like, your fingertips with one hand, but you're on.
I take a deep breath and I get my second hand on it, and I kind of just get myself up. Roll another athletics for that.
Yep.
Kind of, yeah. 6.
You, like, pull yourself up, but your little beaky chin thing doesn't quite make it. Like, today is not your day for a chin up.
Oh yeah, that is kind of hard to do actually with a beak. I'm thinking about it. Yeah. So do I just hang or fall down?
I mean, what's your strength modifier?
Strength modifier is a 3, so I rolled a 3.
The modifier is a 3, so you have a +3?
Yeah.
Oh
it's
yeah,
a
because you
+3
can't.
modifier
Okay.
for athletics.
Yeah, you're just hanging there. Somehow you got lucky. You ate your Wheaties. But every minute, until we figure out what to do, I'm gonna have you make a strength saving throw.
I am going to try and do it again, but I'm going to use one of my proficiencies a day features for the Kenku.
Okay.
And give myself advantage.
All right.
All right, highest one 10 and a 16, so 19.
19? Yep, you got this. You reach down far deep inside of you and you're like, person! And you pull yourself up.
All you guys hear is like a little tight, like very high pitched, just coming out of me as I put myself up. And I get up there and just go, just let out the pressure of the like exertion I just did. And you just see like a rope drop down.
I lean over to Farrah and I say, I guess that means no fried chicken tonight.
And here I was looking forward to it.
All right. So I'm going to make an athletics throw just to make sure I make it up the rope. I scored an 8, so I get like halfway up and then I fall. And I'm going to take 1 damage from that because I'm an idiot. Okay. Farrah, do you want to attempt to climb up?
I'm going to attempt to throw you first.
Okay.
Just gonna yeet.
So make a, I guess just a strength. Well, athletics, yeah.
14.
14. I am going to make an athletics to make sure I can like stretch out and grab it. Oh, look at that. An actual natural 20 on that.
Oh.
Yeah, I grab it. You got me close enough that I was able to grab and pull myself the rest of the way. Do I need to drop down a second rope for you? Are you going to like climb 2 ropes at the same time?
I don't know. No, I'm good. I'll just do the one.
Yeah. One more athletics roll.
You could also both roll a strength check.
Oh,
And
pull her up.
hoist her up. Yeah.
Okay.
That's also an option.
All right.
I mean, you guys could try, I guess.
7 plus 2, I got a 9.
I got a 10 plus 3, 13.
Okay. Yeah, it takes us a while. We get super sweaty. Wait, Farrah is a human or
I'm a half elf.
half? Oh, okay. Yeah, so it takes us a good 10 minutes longer than it should, but we do it.
I'm also in a breastplate.
Mm. Oh,
I didn't think this through.
yeah, we're not able to do it.
Okay, that's all right. I will roll to try and pull myself up. Well, that's a 15 on the die, plus 7, so I got a 22. I climb that
Yeah.
rope like it's no one's business, and I show you guys up, and I'm like, you guys are pitiful.
Like you do like moves and stuff on it we've only seen in seedier places. Like you
All
got to.
right. Let's not sit here and downplay the fact that I got up here first without the rope.
You're a bird.
I didn't use my wings, did I?
That's fair.
They don't do the flappy flaps. They
You
don't do
also
that.
almost fell, and you made some very weird screeches.
Got up here without the rope, though, didn't I?
Barely.
Also out of game because I forgot to say this. When I run campaigns, all of my players have bags of holding so that we don't have to worry about encumbrance.
Cool.
So
Okay.
as long as we don't try to just shove obscene amounts of, we're not going to be shoving 30 crates of rations into a bag of holding so that we can abandon the campaign and go open up a shop. But you know, oddly specific, but that happened one time. It legit happened.
Do I want to know?
We were playing Forge of Fury, and one of the first rooms we came to was a storeroom, and my guys were like, "Why do we need to be adventurers? when we literally have all this stuff we can just shove into our bags and then go open a shop somewhere.
I mean, why not? By the way, I will dismiss my steed for now.
Okay.
I don't think he can climb a rope.
Yeah, it just goes poof. So we are in a crawl space 3 feet square. And we're heading north. And we come to, it's not a dead end because like it makes a turn to the right. Well, the right, but the east. So yeah, y'all are coming along, and y'all get to the turn, and y'all are like, "Hey, this is a weird place for a turn." So
Kind of look down it. Do
Yeah.
I see anything?
Make a perception check.
That is a 6 plus 5, 11.
You can see that it turns east. It's there.
I go down it.
Yeah, Orsic using his dark vision can see like it goes down and then there's another. It looks like a dead end. It could be a turn. So, yeah.
Have we seen an arch yet?
The only let me.
I thought we went through an arch.
Yeah, we went through the archway of mist.
Okay, so that's what it was. Okay, I missed
Yeah.
the arch part.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the second hall, technically.
Second hall.
What are you referring to? Like we're in
Like
the second.
in it says go through the arch and the second hall you'll discover. So was the room the second hall that we were trapped in, or is the second hall this?
I'm gonna say this.
Okay. Shun green if you can, but nice good color for those of great value. Okay, I'll remember this. All right.
So I'm gonna make a perception throw because like I spam Revelio in Hogwarts Legacy, but only if I succeed will I say anything. I got a 3. I do not succeed at anything. I'm pretty sure we're inside something. Oh.
Can I make a perception check?
Yes.
Well, that is a 13 on the die, so 15 total.
Okay. You're in a whatchamacallit? A tunnel. And what I just posted to the Facebook chat is literally what we had to roll to know anything. So
well, fuck.
Jesus.
Yeah. So that's not me being an asshole trying to make things hard. That's
close but no cigar. Keaton,
anyway, the small tunnel leads us to a magical one-way door, which opens into that hallway with the red stripe near the very end. So that archway is still there. Still got a mist.
Color's still the same?
Well, like the mist never changed the color. It's just the stones around it that had the colors.
Okay, so it doesn't matter what color we push.
Correct.
Well, I go through. Go through it.
You go through it again? You're back in the same exact room with the same 3 levers.
So how about instead of up, we push the levers down?
Okay, so do we all follow him back into the room?
Yeah.
Okay. So we push all the levers down. The door opens the entire floor to a 100-foot deep pit with no exit.
Oh. Rip.
So we're in a pit. We're probably banged up because it was like 100 feet. Do we
So I got a spell for this. Ooh.
I have a cantrip that will keep us from dying.
I mean,
What if I used the door?
But how far does Dimension Door again go?
500 feet.
Oh,
To like use it to kind of bounce us off the wall
do you have
to
to
ruin the
know?
momentum?
Do you have to know exactly where you're going, or can you do it anywhere within 500 feet?
Teleport yourself from your current location to any other spot within range. You arrive exactly at the spot desired. It can be a place you can see, one you can visualize, or one you can describe by stating distance and direction, such as 200 feet straight downward or upward to the northwest at 45-degree angle, 300 feet. You can bring
Okay.
along objects as long as their weight doesn't exceed what you can carry. You can also bring one willing creature of your size or smaller who you're up to its carrying capacity. The creature must be within 5 feet of you when you cast this spell. And if the space is already occupied, those two people have to roll 4d6.
Okay. So yeah, you could even take us back to the entrance hall. So
Yep, I do that, and I spend 2 4th level spell slots.
okay. So question for you: is it a two-way door? So like you use it, you take one person there, and then
Oh,
you.
no, I have to use 3, yeah, because I gotta port myself back.
Okay. I just again not trying to be an asshole. Just want to make
No,
sure.
no, you're right.
Okay. All right. We are back into the entrance hall. Where in the entrance hall did you put us?
Back at the red tiles.
Well, the red tiles go from literally the beginning to the end of the hallway,
Right outside the arch. I feel
right
like that
outside
would
the
have
arch.
been a good
Okay.
place to remember in a panic.
Okay.
It's like the arches.
So we're back outside the arch.
Push all 3 down. It's a good idea.
Okay. So earlier you said something about the torture chamber, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So now reading the description more, and I'm sorry. So not only is the ceiling painted, but the west wall. So like when we come in, the wall on the right, uh, not at the beginning, but like towards the beginning, that's where it's painted on the wall, on the plaster.
Hmm. So the door, like, that spot is just plastered on the wall?
Well, there's a couple of spots that are plastered, and then the thing is painted on top of it.
I go to the part with the tormentor, where the torture room is,
Okay.
and I want to investigate the wall.
Okay. Roll an
Like, just
investigation.
kind of press my hand against it or just start knocking against it.
Okay.
Ish. 2 plus 5. I got a 7.
Because I fucked up, I'm gonna give it to you, and you're knocking against it. You're looking, maybe you peck it. Some of the paint and plaster chip away, and there's wood wood underneath.
I kind of yell out to Osrick and say, found something.
Right. So Osrick at least goes over. I'm sure Farrah does too, but I don't want to make assumptions. And in a gruff voice, Oscar is like, "What'd you find?" Ooh, I've got to work on
Wood.
better. What
Found
kind of
wood.
wood?
Well, it's behind the painting.
So do we want to do something with it? Should we, I don't know, chip more of it away? Maybe,
I get out a dagger and I just start stabbing, like start trying to
now are you
get rid of the paint.
Okay, so just want to make sure you weren't stabbing the wood.
Just
So you're chipping the plaster away, and you chip it out into a rectangular shape, and it looks like a door. A simple wooden door.
ah, the torment. I start trying to look for a door handle or something.
Okay. Give me 1 second. This map is making no sense. Yeah. Okay. No one cares about you, Andrew. Okay. So it's a door. What were you doing again?
I'm just trying to see if there's like a door handle or something that I can just open it.
Oh, there's one of those like rings. You know, this is old timey, so it's just got one of those brass rings that you couldn't tell from all the paint and plaster, but now that you've cleared it away, it's like there.
Right in front of our face. I just kind of just start opening the door.
Boom! It's a mimic. No, just joking. It's a
Chat.
door. It opens, and inside is just it's dark.
You.
Orsic peeks around the door and using his superior dark vision says, "It looks like there's another door 10 feet away."
Hmm. I walk into the room
The
and I'm
the hallway,
going.
or do you
If
open the door at the hallway?
so it's the door led to a hallway. Okay.
Yeah. It's like a little hallway that's like 10 feet long.
I'm gonna go through, but I'm gonna be very careful with my steps. Experiencing what we experienced just prior. So
Okay.
it's like I'm very hesitant on like if it'll fall down or if it's just gonna just be pushed down on anything. So I'm just gonna take my time going through this.
I got you. You take your time. No traps are sprung. Nothing happens. You don't appear to hear anything, or I mean, it's a hallway that's been sealed up for a couple hundred years, so the air is a bit stale. that's about it.
Okay. I kind of look back and let you guys know it's okay. We're safe. We can go through this.
All
No
right.
falls.
Orsic follows you. And at this point in time, just because we are in a tomb and we are on a flat surface, Orsic has one of his pistols drawn. Just because, checking behind doors, clearing corners, all that good stuff. Oh, that's my phone that just randomly started playing Jack Harlow. I don't even listen to Jack Harlow.
Sitting here thinking, it's like, damn, Craig's getting some music going because Casey's muted and I ain't got that playing, I think.
Yeah. So Craig is our recording bot.
Yeah.
Okay. Kacie, are you with us at all, or?
Yeah.
Okay, we're at a
Sorry, I
door.
didn't even realize I was muted.
Gotcha.
But yeah, Farrah is right behind. She sees Oscar the trash can
Jesus.
get his Glock out. So she's like, okay, I guess this means business. So she gets her whip ready. And
My
she
Glock's
follows-
been out since the first door. He's like,
Oh,
he's
okay.
gonna open a door, and I'm like, John Wick in it.
Okay. Well, she has her whip ready and she follows behind.
Okay. So we're at a door. It's Keaton, Osrick, and Farrah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I proceed to start opening the second door.
The door opens. There is a room that instead of describing it to you, I'm just gonna send you a screenshot of it. And like there's light inside the room. Torches spring to life, and there was a Kita, you see what seems to be a statue of a mutated four-armed gargoyle, but as you open the door and you lock eyes with the statue, it springs to life. And everyone roll initiative.
Woo! Bring it on.
Ooh. Got a 14 plus 5, 19.
Farrah?
I have a nat 20 plus 2, so 22.
Okay. It's been a while since I DM'd. Do I roll initiative for the monster, or does it just always go?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And does it have a modifier? Because I'm not seeing one.
It should have one. What's the? I won't try and metagame too much. What's the monster?
It's a four-armed gargoyle. The proficiency bonus is +2.
It would use the proficiency bonus, I feel.
Oh fuck. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's not so bad looking at Jaws. Okay. Now for Orsic. +1. So a 20. So because it has to move quite a bit, it like lunges at Kidda, but it fails its attack. Everyone by this point is into that first little space right there. And Farrah, you are up.
All right. First of all, I'm gonna use my bonus action to cast Divine Favor.
Okay.
And then what do we mark down that I cast it? Okay. Then I will go for my first attack. Alright, so that's a 10 on the die plus 7, so a 17 to hit.
Okay, you hit.
Cool. So let's see. 1d4, 2d4 plus 1d8. So, okay. So damage on that is going to be 19 damage.
Okay, and what kind of damage is that?
Slashing damage.
Okay, because it's been a while since I've done this, if it has damage resistance to slashing from non-magical attacks,
It
what
would
is
take
that?
Well,
half.
Half?
well,
Yeah.
I'm casting radiant damage.
Okay, then that's
'Cause,
magical attack.
Then
yeah,
you're doing
when
radiant damage. Radiant
yeah, because
slashing.
whenever
Okay,
I think it's level 10 or 11. Whenever I reach, I deal radiant damage on melee weapon attacks.
okay, okay. Then ignore that. And you said you did how much damage?
19. Let me see.
All right, it is
Hold on.
hurt, y'all. It is hurt.
Okay, yeah, it's so 11th level. All my melee weapon strikes carry divine power with them. Whenever I hit a creature with a melee weapon attack, it takes an extra 1d8 radiant damage.
Gotcha.
Olivia, get out of my dice.
All right.
My second attack.
Oh, cool. You got 2 attacks. That gives me time to figure out what Orsick's gonna do.
Actually, if Kacie uses that bardic inspiration, she could add D10 and just like.
I could try.
Uh,
Olivia,
maybe.
stop! Oh my fucking god, she's throwing my Pokemon. Anyways, what were you saying, Keaton?
Use the bardic inspiration, Kacie. The force is with you.
For what? For my D20 roll?
Oh, for your attack roll, damage roll.
Oh,
You could use it for that. No, never mind. Not damage rolls.
okay, there was something. Hold on. Okay, that's what it was. Okay. We're good. Okay. Another 10 on the die, that's odd. Okay, that's another 17 to hit.
You still hit.
Alright, so that time it's going to be math. Hold on. D4, the D4, the D8, and okay, just making sure I got everything. That's gonna be 18 damage that time.
Okay. Does that expend everything?
I believe so, yeah. That'll be my turn.
Okay. Oh, awesome. Because of that fighter thing, I get an action surge. Okay. So first, I am going to, using my clerical powers, I'm going to cast magic weapon onto my pistol. So it becomes a magic weapon with +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls. I will fire pistol at said whatchamacallit, gargoyle. 18 +1, 19 +6 to hit. I hit him. Fuck, now I gotta find a D10. Oh, I have these. Okay. I've got a 10 plus 2 plus that other one, so 13. And once again, the bardic inspiration I have to roll another d10 for.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm at 13 plus I'm going to go ahead and use that for 3 more points. And with that, we come to Kita.
I use Vicious Mockery on it and yell out, "Stupid four-armed stone jerk." Not good with insults, guys. It needs to make a Wisdom saving throw of 17 or take 3d4 damage. 3d4 psychic damage.
Okay, so I got a 3 plus 0. And you said 3d4?
Mm-hmm. That is 2, 4, 5 damage, and it has disadvantage on its next attack roll it makes.
Okay. Well, I've got good news, and then I've got bad news.
Oh dear.
Good
It
news
splits
is,
them some more.
good news is, this thing, whew, it has taken a beating.
You're welcome.
Yep. The bad news, Jesus Christ, that's a giant D20. It gets a multi-attack with 3 attacks.
Okay.
Oh. What's the order we're looking like? Like, how are we standing? How are we looking? Is Farrah
I
still?
think I feel like I'm in the back because I kind of yelled insults at it.
Farrah always rushes to the front whenever something sparks up.
Okay.
She's the beefcake of the party.
Okay. Since I am a paladin, I am like a step behind you. So for the first bite attack, it is gonna attack you, Farrah. It
Okay.
does have disadvantage. How long does the disadvantage last, Kidda?
It has disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes before the end of its next. So it's just first attack it makes is just got disadvantage.
Okay. Okay, so that's a 9 plus 4 to hit. So a 13.
Absolutely not.
Okay. So it's gonna do a claw attack at you and a claw attack at Osrick. For you, it was a 7, so it did not hit.
Nope.
Fuck. For me, it's an 18, 22, so it hits.
Oh.
1d6 plus 2. So I've taken 11 points of damage. Okay. And yeah, we are back to Kidda.
At the Farrah?
Farrah, yep, sorry.
Okay. Upon seeing her ally Druck, she will be pretty pissed off, actually.
Remember, I'm a paladin also wearing plate. Wait, am I wearing plate?
Yeah, but you're tiny.
Don't demean it. Jesus.
I'm
She must
tiny, but I
She must
remember
protect the tiny. Okay,
fighter,
Farrah is
cleric.
almost 6 feet tall.
I
She's
mean,
she's a big girl, okay?
right,
She's
but
like
we've gone
you're small and adorable, and she
together
must.
though. We have gone toe to toe with some of the biggest, baddest nasties out there.
But she
Like
still sees you as a small, adorable
fucking
little person.
fucking pack bonding with the gray skinned, long white bearded tiny person. Okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
She's like, you're my friend, and you're tiny. I must protect.
Okay.
All right. So let me pull out the book. All right. So I need to get out more D8s for this. Give me a minute.
Jesus.
Hold on. Oh, there we go.
Do you not have an app?
Oh, I do, but I like the physical dice.
That's fair.
Okay. How many D8s do you need for this?
Oh, excuse me.
Um,
I'm going mute to blow my nose real quick.
okay. Let's see. So, Divine Smite can expend one spell slot, deal radiant damage. The action is 2d8 plus 1d8. Every spell slot. That is 1. Hey. Get the fuck out. Okay. So, 2, 3. So, 2, 3, 4. And then, so it's not undead or a fiend. This is not a fiend, right? Worm. No, it's an elemental. Okay.
I think it's made of stone.
Yeah, it's an elemental. Okay. So I do not get that extra 1d8 for it being undead or a fiend. And then, okay. So that's just for that. And then I get this. And then I get this. And then the plus. Okay. Okay. I think I'm good now. All right. I am ready to smack shit. All right. So, upon seeing her friend hit, Farrah is going to attack, and she's going to expend a 3rd level spell slot to cast Divine Smite as she hits. Motherfucker, just there we go. So that is a, let's see, math. 4, 13, hold on, 12, 19, sorry. I couldn't remember what 12 plus 7 was. James, it's a 19 to hit. Hello.
I've been talking to y'all since I blew my nose, and oh my god, I forgot I was on mute. So you hit, and that whip contacts the stony, fleshy fleshness of the gargoyle, and a radiant burst of magic burst out. And now tell me how much damage you did.
Okay.
Also, what god does your character follow? Like,
probably Tyr.
how do you? Oh, okay. Okay.
I mean, that was who my last Paladin of Vengeance did. All right. So that ain't bad at all. Okay, so, I have this plus 7 plus 4 plus 3 plus 7 plus 6 plus 1 plus. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that'll be 37 damage.
So, the bright light erupts from where your whip contacts. Immediately, like all of the gargoyle shines with that same holy light. Inside the light, you, Farrah, I mean, everyone else can probably see it, but this is mostly for you. You see a man missing his right hand with a strip of cloth over his eyes. Just give you a nod. And with that, the gargoyle is defeated and its collar falls to the floor. Like, it did, yo.
Bet.
Look, the reason I added the whole thing at the end with the person nodding at you, like, we're out here doing holy work, and never in any of these adventures do we really see any of these gods show up. And I feel like every once in a while when something epic happens, they'd be like, good job, yo. So,
See my last paladin? So instead of saying, hey, Tyr, she would say, hey, Dad, it's me again. And he'd be like, you really have to stop calling me that. And she's like, so anyways, Dad, am I still in your good graces after I dressed like a stripper? And he's like, unfortunately, yes.
Fortunately, yes.
And she's like, okay, cool. So am I also in your good graces after I almost fucked that succubus? And he's like, also, unfortunately, yes. And she's like, okay, cool. So, what about? And he's like, okay, look, after all the very shady stuff that you have done, you are still in my good graces because you still continue to help people. But let me tell you, the dick butts that you drew on that dragon flare was hilarious. And she's like, I know, right? And he's like, oh, and when you told him that he fucks his mom, like, that was hilarious too, yo. And yeah. So that was basically the conversations that she had with her god. In a church.
In a church.
In a church. In front of another player who couldn't hear Tyr talking back to her, so she just like heard that side of the conversation. And it was very, very awkward for that player, but she was like, you know what? I was there for all this. I don't really need to know what she's talking about with Tyr. So yeah.
So, Kacie, don't sue me for sexual harassment, okay? Just don't.
Okay.
You were in the army, so you know
Yep.
the kind of messed up sense of humor.
Yep.
My last DM was a corpsman who spent his entire service with the Marines. And so when we started our very first campaign, he made us roll for our member size. And I rolled a 17. So when I decided to visit the brothel and he tried to make me roleplay that out, I killed a hooker
Oh.
and got taken to the jail where the orc guards were like, what you did to her, we're going to do to you. They couldn't kill me, but I contracted syphilis, and when the owlbear tore me apart, they used that 17-inch member to beat the owlbear to death. The rest of my party. So those are the kinds of campaigns I'm used to. But I don't think anyone ever fucked a succubus in mine.
Well, let me just tell you. I didn't know, for the record, I didn't know she was a succubus. Okay? My character was just bisexual and was like, this chick's hot. And I'm single. Like, why not? And then everyone else was like, no, let's not do that. And the wizard's like, definitely let's not do that. I have a bad feeling. And my character's like, YOLO, I'm gonna do it anyways. So yeah. Interesting stuff happened in that campaign. Dressed like a stripper. The werebear needs someone in the face. in the middle of a house party. We bribed a ship captain by pretending to be basically like border agents.
Oh my god.
I bought drugs from said captain as a paladin, bought drugs. Yeah. So, and then I fucked a succubus, and then I had to kill said succubus once I found out she was a succubus. Yeah. Fun stuff. Welcome to D&D, guys.
D&D with Kacie.
Yep. I mean, I wouldn't say those are the worst things I've done in D&D because I've definitely done worse things.
I've been
Keaton's
a lawful motherfucker compared to you two. Christ.
Well, that
I've
was
been a
just.
bard my whole life, and I ain't nothing.
Oh, these are past characters, Keaton.
I know. I've been a bard my whole life,
Uh,
and I ain't fuck nothing. Everyone's
I
like,
have
"Oh, the bard does these things." I'm like, "Do we do that? Is that
Keaton's
a thing
like,
we do now?
I'm an asexual bard.
Am I
believe
And
it
my
or not,
broken?
and my paladin's like, I will fuck everything.
Am I secretly a paladin or a cleric without knowing?"
Clerics don't have to take vows of chastity. That's a very Christian concept.
I know.
My paladin's like, this is a holy venture, but no one ever said I couldn't get laid.
Yeah.
It really just dawned on me. I am just the bard following two paladins as they wreck shit up on their holy crusade.
Yeah, the Holy Crusade to fill our bank accounts.
Yep. I just want to finish my book and fill my bank account.
I'm just saying, and this is Orsic talking, for a place called Tomb of Horrors, that wasn't so horrible.
I mean, I don't think we're done yet.
Oh, probably not, but anyway, you're in this room, and there's that the collar that dropped off when the entire gargoyle disappeared in like a holy flame of divine justice.
Can I detect magic on it?
Are you casting detect magic on it?
Well, hold on. I'm sure I don't have any innate paladin abilities for. Until the end of your next turn, you know the location. No, that's not it. You know the type. It's in the same radius. No. Unless this object has been consecrated or desecrated. I don't think I have any innate abilities as of right now.
Okay. I mean, from here, it looks like a collar. A jewel-studded collar.
I'm gonna pick it up.
Okay, you pick it up. There are 10 gleaming gems, blue quartz stones of 100 gold piece value each.
Okay.
Do you want to like maybe take a closer look at it, or you just prying things off? Like what you doing?
Roll insight, perception. What do you want?
You can choose between insight, perception, or investigation. Your choice.
Car. I'll choose insight.
Okay.
And that is an 11 on the die plus 6, so 17.
Okay. You notice a hidden compartment, and you activate it, and there's a slip of parchment, and it's written in magical code. So if you have comprehend languages, you can understand. It says spell. That's a fucking spell.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it sure is, but paladins don't have it.
What kind of people do have it?
I know. Fuck.
Wizards and sorcerers, I
Sor-
believe,
Yeah,
do.
I know my sorcerer used to have it. But I think that's all. Let's see.
Bard, sorcerer, warlock, and wizard.
A bard, you say?
I do not have the spell slotted.
Bitch.
What do you have to do to slot the spell?
Says bard, fighter, rogue, sorcerer, warlock, and wizard.
Wait, a fighter can't? Oh, I'm not a magical
Specifically
fighter.
Eldritch Knight.
yeah,
Yeah,
specifically Eldritch Knight, and specifically Arcane Trickster Rogue.
gotcha. Okay, so y'all are looking at it and like there's some runes, can't tell what they say, and then there's an A on it at the very bottom.
Hmm. No one took a background where you get an extra language or anything?
Well, I have extra languages, but
Yeah,
depending on what the language is,
it's a magical code,
I know
and
thieves can't. Or
and
no, I don't.
so it specifically it says requiring comprehend languages to understand.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Okay. Olivia, quit.
Otherwise, I'd fudge some numbers somewhere. But
I could fudge with my spell list.
I mean, you didn't submit a spell list to me, so and
Fair
this
point.
is
You don't know what I've got.
and remember this is more for our entertainment than strictly by the book stuff.
Here, I can only cast myself. Okay, so I cast comprehend languages on myself.
Okay.
And I asked Farrah if I could see the scroll and read it.
Okay, so you're looking at it and it's squiggling and hazy, and then you're able to read, look low and high for gold to hear a tale untold. Take the archway at the end, and on your way you'll win. WEND.
You'll win. I feel like I don't want to fall anymore. Alright, I share this information with you two.
Okay.
Oh, and oh.
Sounds like a riddle.
Which, Farrah's not very good at.
So is the map above the face the room we entered?
No, that's
Or
that
yeah.
was just the compass thing. And I thought it looked cool, so I shared it with you.
Okay. I'm gonna look at the room looking up mostly.
Okay. So you're looking up, and so you see the door we came in, and then there's that little hallway thing that opened up into the big main room, and you see a door, which you can see in the picture I sent, and then right next to it, there's a wall and another door.
Okay. believe that's for the archway behind us.
Were we talking about the riddle?
Yeah,
Okay.
because that's the only archway that can come to mind. Plus, we went high and then low.
Yep.
And when we went low, we faced a lot of wind.
We did what now?
We were falling, so there was a lot of wind.
Yeah, but it's not spelled that way. Is it meant to be that
No.
way?
I mean, I copied it straight from the book.
Be a
Not
typo.
Wendy's. Jesus Christ.
I could go for a Frosty now.
Like, the only thing. I mean, Alvarado has stuff, but nothing good. I like talking about Alvarado, and Casey's like one of the few people who's ever been around here, so she's like the only one who knows.
Yeah, it's pretty meh.
Also, I sent the definition of wind.
Saying, okay, so it's not a typo. English is just continuing to be weird.
Osrick is going to point out that there are 2 doors in this room that we have not gone through. One on the east wall that we haven't gone through, and one on the south wall.
I am going to cast. I'm just using all the spells. Just it's the only spell it can be used for. I'm gonna cast True Seeing on Kacie.
Gonna cast what on me?
True Seeing. I get to tell. Good. So, this spell gives the willing creature you touch the ability to see things as they actually are. For the duration, for an hour, the creature has true sight, notices secret doors hidden by magic, and can see into the ethereal plane. All out 120 feet. This spell is castable by Bard, Cleric, Sorcerer, Warlock, and Wizard.
Kacie, in this room,
Yeah.
you see there are 2 doors that we have not entered. One on the east wall and one on the south wall.
Okay. I'm going to pick the one on. You said east and south?
Correct.
I'm gonna pick the one going south.
You open the door.
Yep.
To see a 5 foot by 5 foot room with another door to the south.
I open that door.
You open the door to see a 5 foot by 5 foot room with a door going to the west.
I open that door.
You open the door to see a 5 foot by 5 foot room with a door going to the north.
I'll open that one.
You open the door to see a 5 foot by 5 foot room with a door going to the north.
Okay. So I've gone south, south,
Yep.
west,
Yep.
north,
Yep.
and now there's another north door.
Yep.
I'll open it. I feel like I'm back in the hall.
So you push this door open, and to Osrick and Kitta, who have not left that main room, It looks like the door is swinging out, or the wall itself is swinging outward, and you step through.
Okay.
So it wasn't like a hidden door, but it was one, it was a wall that happened to be a door, not a secret door. So there is still the door we entered through the east, and then that other door we have not entered through the east.
I am mumbling under my breath about how much of a waste that was. And then I go to the other door that's on the east wall.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow her.
You open the door, and you see a 5-foot by 5-foot room. And
Not
to Kitta, it appears that there are no other entrances or exits, but to Farrah, let me look at this true seeing thing. Pretty much, there's a hidden door there.
Motherfucker, not again. Alright, I go through the
Motherfucking
door.
bard.
I go
Huh?
through the door.
Okay. Because it's true seeing, you notice that it's hinged on the bottom, so that you pull downward and inward on it, and it opens. You are in a 5-foot by 5-foot room, and you notice another secret door to the south.
So we went east into a room, and this door led us what direction?
South.
South. And then now we're in the second 5 by 5 room, and this door leads us where?
To the south.
To the south again, okay. I go through it again.
You are in a 5-foot by 5-foot room, and you notice a door hidden by magic. To the south.
Motherfucker again. Okay, I go through it.
You are in a
5 foot by 5 foot room.
5-foot by 15-foot room. It's like where you're from to the wall is 5 feet, and then it goes 15 feet to the west. And you notice there is a secret door.
Okay. You said to the west. Okay. I will go through the door to the west.
You are in a 5-foot by 5-foot room, and you notice a secret door to the north.
Alright, I'll go through that.
You are in a 5-foot by 10-foot room, and to the north, you notice that there is a secret door to the west. So this is a room you have not been in yet.
Okay, I will go through it.
You're in a 5-foot by 5-foot room, and you notice there is a secret door to the west.
Okay. I'll go through it.
Oh, thank God. Okay, so we are now in an area similar to the entrance hall. The floor is made of inlaid tiles, and the walls and ceilings are painted with figures of animals, strange signs, and glyphs, which mean absolutely nothing to nobody.
Okay.
They were just random things painted, and human-like creatures posing with spears of different colors. These glows are two-dimensional, of course, and they're from north to south, with the west wall being the left-hand column and the east the right hand. The spears are colored and positioned as follows. I am going to just send you the screenshots because fuck all that noise. Turn the fuck on, clipboard. What the fuck?
Hmm. Okay.
The green.
No.
Knight's best friend is black. I'm going to go to the east wall.
Hold on. Just give me half a second. So that you have a visual aid. I've taken the player's map. There you go. Ooh, hello there.
I'm going to head to the black glowing figure, or the one with the black at the feet.
Black at feet. So that's 1, 2, 3. Okay. And what do you do?
I'm just going to investigate the statue, see if there's anything off with it, if there's any buttons or anything like that.
I mean, it's a statue.
Yeah, but it's glowing at its feet.
The orb is glowing at the feet.
The orb is?
Yeah. So, well, the globe orb. Sorry.
Okay.
Wait.
I don't want to touch it.
Yeah. So there's no actual statue. It's just black at feet means it's painted on the wall at foot level.
Oh. I poke the orb.
Okay. You poke a solid stone wall.
No. Leave my card against.
All right.
Which?
I shun from green.
No, Olivia, stop.
Wait, hold on. I think this. Oh, wait.
Leave it alone.
Okay, hold on. I see now. Wait. So when you poke it, what are you poking it with? It's not a stone wall. Are you poking it with your hand, with a knife? What?
My hand.
So you go to touch this orb, you put your hand on it, and your hand just goes through it, like it's an illusion.
I look at Osrick and Farrah and just like a bewildered face and just go, what the fuck?
Farrah, do you want to go over to it?
And this is the black orb.
Yeah. Because you still have true seeing.
Yeah, I'll go over to it.
Okay. When you get over there, you can see that it is just an illusion in the wall, and there's a crawlway behind it.
Okay. Oh, careful, Olivia. How do I get the crawl space open?
Well, it's just an illusion, so there's nothing actually there blocking it.
Okay.
Also, I apologize for the sinus problems I'm having.
You're fine. Move, Olivia. Well, then I will just put my hand through the illusion and go into the crawl space.
Okay. I mean, you're crawling and crawling. Osrick follows you because, y'all are best buds and he's always got your back.
He just wants to look at my butt. Well,
I mean, like, It depends on how old you are.
She's young. She's like in her 30s, 40s.
Okay.
She's not very old.
Osrick's like 60 something. So
he's a creepy old man. Got it.
yeah.
So have you ever seen Naruto?
No.
Okay, well, he's Master Jiraiya. That's what I'm getting from this.
What about Master Yoshi? No, is it Master Yoshi from Dragon Ball?
Oh, Master Roshi, yeah.
Roshi, yeah, there it is.
No age. Got no age.
Nah, he likes to call you lass. Like, he thinks you're pretty, but he's also gonna look out for you. You're one of his like closest non-dwarf friends that's still alive. Especially, once he retired and went to be a cleric at the temple for a while, and you kicked his ass and came him and got him back to the life of adventuring because his brother died and all that stuff. So, okay. So, Kitta, are you also crawling through the walkway?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm falling behind Osrick.
So y'all are crawling for about 20 minutes. And you've reached the end and you see it's solid stone. Farrah, your trucing is starting to wear off.
Okay.
But go ahead and make a perception throw. And do so at advantage.
What's my bonus? Perception. 2. Okay, so I have a 15.
Okay. You see a door. Like, you can tell there's a door there, but you don't fully know how to open it. Like, there's no obvious signs. There's no lock. There's no key. There's no studs on it. I'm going to tell you now that just for the sake of storytelling and because you've had magic on you, it's going to be a super simple way to open the door. And if I let you spend the next 30 minutes, like, trying different things, once it finally does open, you'll be like, why didn't I just try that in the first place?
Is it a push and not a pull? What, Olivia?
It is a push.
Well, how about that?
Okay. Go ahead and you push it open, and it opens. And let me send this text message real quick because my wife apparently did a ice cream run.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I didn't even know she was gone.
Oh.
Okay. So you push open the door, and you enter the room, and you're standing up. Osrick has taken this opportunity to draw his gun just because that seems like the most prudent thing to do. You never know when you need to cap a fucker.
Yeah, that's true.
And you see what is obviously some form of temple area. There are scenes of normal life painted on the wall, but the people have rotting flesh, skeletal hands, worms eating them, and so forth. Yet there are also depicted various religious symbols of good alignment. There is a mosaic path leading between 4 rows of wooden pews that face the worship area. In front of the pews, a wooden railing divides the room. South of it is an altar in front of a tiered dais on which sits a wooden chair. So y'all are at the north end.
Okay.
Holland Hall you'll come, and there the throne that's keyed and keyed.
Yep.
It's key and keyed.
So, Kidda, are you
Um,
wanting to look at the chair more?
Yeah, I'm
will.
gonna investigate the chair.
Me
Okay.
too. Can I help him so he has
Yes.
advantage?
Alright, I got a 4 plus 5, 10 plus 5, so I'm gonna go with 15
The
on
chair is nicely
investigation.
carved and padded, but seems unremarkable. You would definitely not call this a throne. On either side of the dais are large, freestanding, large brass candelabras, each holding 5 white candles. In each corner of the southern wall is a large white pottery urn. Sorry. Stoppered with a brass and wood plug. Sprawled on the floor near the west wall is human skeleton in black chainmail that is badly rusted and damaged. The skeleton's outstretched arms point to a stone archway set in the wall. The opening is filled with opaque, bright orange vapors. Osrick takes this as an opportunity to say, the last time we went through some vapors, we didn't die. It just took us on a winding path to get us back to where we were. Or Orsic,
Hmm. I'm still stuck on the throne, guys, because I'm saying this in character. Because it
okay.
says the throne that is key and keyed. So it's key, which means we need it for something. But what does it mean by it is keyed? What do we need to key? Like, what do we need to open it? What is the key to it?
Anar, Orsic is saying, to me, that's not really a throne. Like, it's a chair. It's a nice chair, but it's a wooden chair. So, if this isn't the throne, and we get to the throne, we'll be like, oh, it's so obvious.
I mean, anything could be a throne depending on who sits in it.
True. But again, we're looking for a Demilich. I don't know if I'm saying that right. And this is like, I feel like he wouldn't be hanging out in a worship type area like we're in. And maybe more like, I don't know. And there's also the throne's also supposed to be in a columned hall, and I don't see no columns.
So then we need to find a hall with columns, don't we?
Yep.
So let's backtrack. Not
Okay.
literally, but so it says shun green if you can, but knight's good color is for those of great valor. Well, we found knight's good color because we chose the black sphere. But now where the shades of red stand for blood.
I want to check the chainmail on the skeleton.
Okay.
Farrah's
It's
just not
magic metal.
It's chainmail. It's rusted metal made of circular rings linked together. No magic on it whatsoever. But Orsic will say, hey, I can I'm a forge cleric, so I can imbue magic into any weapon or armor by touching it, and that's made of rings, and we need a magical ring later on.
Bunch of rings. We just have to break off a ring. There we go.
And we all got bags of holding, so
I hand it to Osrick, him to use later on.
Okay.
To imbue.
Okay. I am adding it to my inventory. Rusted chain mail. Or magic rings. Yo. Add that to my backpack. Okay.
Alright, so I guess the only thing to do now is to go through the orange door now, right?
Okay. Is that what you want to do?
It's the only thing we can do unless we want to go all the way out.
Okay. So is Kiddo once again our
Jumping through the mist.
Okay. Kidda, you enter a 10 foot by 10 foot room. What is your gender?
He, him.
Okay. I don't know how this works for birds, so I'm not gonna do like a graphic description, but you're now she, her. And what is your alignment?
Oh, you neutral.
You're what?
Just neutral.
Okay, you're still feeling pretty neutral about everything.
This is new.
Yeah.
Oh well.
So yeah, but you're in a 10 foot by 10 foot room, and there's nothing in there.
Can I walk out?
You
can
walk
hear
out,
Farrah shouting, "Are you all right?"
and Kidda, you walk out, and I don't know much about the whole bird person thing. So can we tell you're more feminine now, or
Do you have breasts now?
oh, would this be something that has breast? Because if so, you've got like the most perfect bird breasts that have ever been made. You've got the kind of breast that bird ladies would like kill a plastic surgeon for.
And they're fantastic on a grill.
Yep.
Sounds like a back problem.
Have you fucking stop with that?
Fantastic on a grill. You can be in Playbird magazine. Like,
But more importantly, on a grill.
we're gonna end up eating Keaton at the end of one of the adventures.
No. I don't know. Depends on if he dies or not.
I come out as a girl still.
Yep.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I just kind of look at him. I walk back through.
Okay. You walk back through, and they go away. And you've got
walk back.
your man parts, but you also take 3 psychic damage.
I do not care.
Yeah, because so what the archway does, because I don't think anyone else is going to go through there, it changes your sex and alignment. So that's where the psychic damage comes from, because flopping back the fourth, you're going to have some gender issues.
Yeah. As I come back through, I just let them and go, not the way. I'm just gonna go sit in a corner.
Wait, hold on. No, it only restores your alignment. So the only thing that happened is you took 3 psychic damage. You still got big O bird breast. Sorry.
Well, Welcome to the ladies' club.
Osrick is well, like, whatever you do, lass, don't go in the archway.
I think I like my parts where they are. Thank you.
Okay.
Why don't you try going in though?
I have no desire to have breast.
Maybe you'll come out prettier though.
Did you get one for you too? Okay. Anyway, so I'm not going through. Do we want to maybe look around, see what else there is? I mean, we got all these lovely pews. We got that. There's a notch in the wall to the east. Like, excuse me. Osrick is just, following the ladies' leads. Ooh, but if I did jump through the archway, we'd be a bunch of women.
What I'm saying.
Oh, that's where it is. The power cord. Yeah. Sorry, the power cord is over there, and it just sits in your shorts drawer. Oh, okay. Okay. Let's see. Orsic says YOLO, and goes ahead and jumps through and gets a great big old pair of gray dwarf boobies, but still retains his awesome beard because, And I'm trying to figure out how to change. Okay. Manage character? I have to change my alignment. I am now chaotic neutral. Oh my god. I know how to do this. Yes. Yes. I'm going to shoot first and ask questions maybe as like the 5th or 6th thing I do.
I'm down.
Okay. So, do we want to look at the pews? Do we want to look at the altar?
I'll look at everything.
Okay.
The pews, the altar, the fucking carpet. I don't know. I'll look at everything.
So you're starting where you starting at?
I'll start at the altar.
Okay. What do you want to do to it?
I'll look inside of it, around it.
So you're looking at it, and it's a block of strange material that glows with an inner light of opalescent blue.
Her. Can I tell what material by any chance?
That it's strange.
That is true. All right. Can my companions tell? could possibly tell what type of material.
Do you have divine sense?
Yeah.
Is that
Is it,
something that
is it consecrated or desecrated?
that's always active or
Yeah.
okay? Um, the chapel
It's like
is
my
a
spidey.
consecrated place, but the altar does not feel the same. Again, not being an asshole, but there's like a specific step you have to take before I can give you any information.
What if we try to move the altar?
Can we move
Are you saying you
it?
want to go ahead and move the altar?
I want to say,
Yeah.
have we tried to move it?
We have
No.
not tried yet.
Is there like a notch in the floor or like a big giant X? I don't fucking know. Like, is there something clearly like
I
what?
mean, the only notch is in the eastern wall, directly opposite of where the archway was.
So there's nothing in the floor that shows us where to move the altar.
Nope. At this point, you don't even know if it can be moved because you don't know how heavy it is because you're not sure what it's made out of.
Nothing venture, nothing gain. I'm gonna try and move it.
As soon as you touch it, well, where are you standing when you move it?
I'm on the right side.
Okay. Osrick is still admiring his boobies. Not like between the altar and the archway. Farrah, where are you at?
I guess I'm on the other side of the altar from Keaton.
Okay. So as soon as your flesh touches the altar, a lightning bolt streaks down the center aisle. It hits the altar. The altar turns a fiery blue-red, and y'all jump back away from it.
What the fit?
What
Like,
did you do?
Like the ozone is still in the air, all your hand is standing on end, and you're like, thank fucking God I was not standing in the middle and get hit by that. Orsic looks ready to shoot something. He doesn't know what, but he wants to.
gonna shoot that lightning. It's
So
gonna be a
anyway,
problem. I tell you what, Osrick's he's a great American. I'm gonna be honest. He's got guns. He's ready to shoot.
and he's short like Danny DeVito. So anyway, and I started blasting, just like fucking works for him.
Jesus Christ. All I can see now. Osrick, Danny DeVito. So anyways, I started blasting.
With some big old massive dwarf titties.
And the beard.
You know, if they wrote an episode where Danny DeVito has a sex change, he would do it.
The
He
beard
would
is
do
tucked
it.
into the titties, like right into the cleavage.
He would absolutely do it.
This is fucking crazy. I mean, boobs do make great holders of things.
Okay, so I'm not touching it. I touched it and, well, shit happened.
You almost got us struck by lightning.
Orsic tells everyone to back up.
I back up.
What are you gonna do?
Sorry. Orsic pulls out a gold piece and flips the coin to where it lands on the altar, where it explodes into a fireball, and says, yeah, we definitely shouldn't touch that thing again.
So what do we do now then?
What if we use chainmail?
You want me to use the whole thing of chainmail?
No.
Not the whole
Break
thing.
off a
but-
piece? Oh, you want me to make it magic and break
If
off a
shades
ring?
of red stands for blood, the wise will not need to sacrifice aught but a loot of magical metal.
Okay. Oh, fuck, I have to roll for this now. So because my alignment has changed, I'm going to attempt to call upon Moradin to call down the blessing of the forge on this rusted piece of chainmail. I got an 18. Okay. So somehow I'm successful. I'm still in Moradin's favor. I bless this chainmail. It somewhat restores itself, but it's now magical. I clip off to where I have a ring of a magical ring, and I flip it onto the altar, just like I did with the coin, where it immediately explodes into a fireball.
Oh. Okay.
So yeah, that did not work. Well, lasses, we should probably look for something else. I say in my weird manly voice while staring at my dwarf titties.
You are oddly fascinated by those things.
Kacie, at heart, I'm a man, so I'm always fascinated by them.
This is true, I guess.
You said there were candles, right?
There were in each corner of the southern wall is a large white pottery urn stoppered with a On either side of the dais are large freestanding large brass candelabras, each holding 5 white candles. But when the fireball exploded, like they kind of just went everywhere. You know, the concussive shockwave and the explosion.
Mm-hmm.
So there are candles. There's 10 white candles spread throughout this room. They're half melted, crushed a bit, but they exist in some form or other.
What are you thinking?
Maybe we light them, but broken. I don't think they'd be that important.
Well, we still have the pews. We have that wall slot opposite of the archway. The chair is gone at this point. It caught on fire and it was just barely blazing in the background while we were talking. I've got
Good
marshmallows
riddance.
if anyone wants s'mores, you know.
For structure. Could never be a throne. I guess we'll try and check out the slot.
Okay.
Opposite of the archway.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check.
That's a 3 plus 5, so 8.
There's a slot with an indentation in it, but you're having a little bit problems with the transitioning you've been gone through, so you're still a bit discombobulated.
You point
Someone
it out
else.
to me.
Huh? What was that, Kacie?
Does he point it out to me? by any chance?
Yeah, I pointed out to y'all. I was like, one of you guys take a crack at this.
Osrick will make a perception check. Oh my god. I wish this was on camera because it was an actual nat 20. So, Osrick, he's looking at it. His head clears up. It's like a blessing of on high. In the slot, there is a small slot with the letter O faintly traced above it. The slot is in a circular ring-type shape. I bet we put something here, guys. It's got to be in a circle.
So
It's
it's
got to be the
probably
key to.
the magic metal that we were supposed to make.
Orsic goes ahead and disassembles some more links of the chainmail and puts a magical ring of it. Let's see what happens next. Okay. He places it on, steps back, and a stone comes and crushes it. Like it just falls down, covering the slot. And then there's a sinking sound as that little slot, the stone on top of it, starts sinking it away. And like a gate, a 2 feet wide, 4 feet high, and 10 feet thick wedge shape just opens, showing us a passageway. I don't think so.
All right then.
So,
Let's get on.
okay. So beyond that, the corridor widens to 10 feet and turns southward, where steps lead down steeply to a corridor that goes west. We get down there, and 20 feet west is a door. So, I guess we're at the door.
Okay. I will open said door.
Okay. How do you open said door?
I don't know.
Do you just push it open?
Yeah, just push it open. I'm not
Okay.
trying to yank it off the hinges or anything.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. I need it. Has anyone else made saving throws like this whole time?
I made an athletic one, I think.
Oh, I totally forgot about my saving throw thing. If you're within 10 feet of me, you add my charisma modifier to your throw.
Oh, hell yeah, brother.
And then at 18th level, it becomes 30 feet instead of 10 feet.
Jesus Christ.
So right now, what's the matter, Olivia? What's the matter? Oh no, it broke. Here, let me see. Oh, it didn't break. She just accidentally unvelcroed it. She was so upset too. She was like, "Oh my god, I fucked up." Yes, I see, but you didn't break it. It's okay. Look, see, I fixed it. It's all fixed. Okay. Alright, so a dex saving throw. I see, Mama. So that's what is my okay. Got it. Oh, alright. So that's 19 on the die plus 8. So
So you're like, the door opens and the floor starts like swinging, like it's on a pendulum thing, and you just do cartwheels across it, and you're in a 10-foot by 5-foot room with a door to the west.
okay.
Keaton, as we cross, we need to also make dexterity saving rolls.
And remember, you get a +3.
Oh, fuck.
13 plus 10.
Oh, yeah. Wait, 6. So, Keaton, you make it totally safely across. Osrick almost falls in and, like, barely saves himself at the last moment. Anyway, we're now in this room, and there's a door going to the west.
Go on through it.
Okay? Are you pushing the door, pulling the door?
I'll push it, I guess. If it pushes, I'll try.
Okay. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. 4, 9, 10, 11, 12.
12?
Yeah.
Okay. You try very hard, but you fall into a 5-foot deep pit. Osrick is going to attempt to cross so he can throw you down a rope from the other side. Osrick is also in the pit with you.
All right.
Osrick also
Mike.
just remembered you're almost like 7 feet tall, and so there's like a good over a foot of you sticking out of this pit. But yes, Keaton, if you want to try to cross the pit, you can make a saving throw.
5, 15.
You make it across.
All right, and I let down some rope.
Okay. Oh, good. Osrick easily lifts himself out. Kacie, what's your dexterity modifier?
+5. Oh, wait, sorry. No, just kidding. My mod is +2.
Okay. As long as you can roll a 3, you get no problem climbing out of this.
Well, that's gonna be an issue. Well, I rolled a nat 1, but luckily with my modifier, it's a 3.
Okay. So, as you're pulling yourself out, this thing comes around, whacks you on the head, leaving you slightly dazed, but you pull yourself out.
Okay.
You have a disadvantage on your next saving throw because you're discombobulated.
Okay.
We are now in a room identical to the one we just left, with a door to the west.
I open the door to the west.
How do you open it?
I pull it.
You pull it. By
Mhm.
pulling it, you can hear a click under the floor, and you walk right through.
Mm.
So, y'all are now in a 5 by 20 and hallway, and at the end of the hallway, it takes a sharp turn to the north at the western end.
Well, I guess we're heading down that way. Is there anything on the walls or anything that like just stands out on a way walking through this?
Nothing in that initial 20 feet before you turn.
Okay.
So y'all turn the hallway, and y'all are in a 5 by 95 foot long hallway with what looks like a door at the northern end.
Go through it.
Okay, you try it. The thick wooden door ahead of you is heavily bound with iron bands, and there are several locks keeping it shut. It also radiates an aura of abjuration magic.
Mm. Okay. What should we do?
I mean, does any have? This is Osrick. Did any of us ever learn how to pick locks?
I mean, I can try. My sleight of hand's not very good, but
I am proficient in these tools.
Okay.
well, my sleight of hand may not be very good, but I rolled a 17, so
And you do not succeed at picking the lock.
motherfucker.
Osric begins a long-winded tale about this deep gnome he used to know named Rect, who loved breaking down doors. Though one of the doors he met was a mimic, he got stuck to it and was shouting spells at it and missed every single spell that he cast at a door he was stuck to. But that didn't stop him from breaking down doors, because a locked door is only a few hits away from being firewood.
I mean,
Anyway, he takes like 20 minutes to tell this story, and it branches off about how it took this adventuring party like 20 fucking hours to make it through Death House and Ravenloft, and it was a comedy of errors, but yeah. You don't understand half of it. You know, someone gets beat up by a broom too. Like, this was an adventuring party that was not ready to adventure outside of its own house.
While he's telling this, I'm gonna pick the lock.
Okay.
I've got a 11 plus 7 plus 3, so 21.
You fell to pick the lock.
That bitch needs a natural 20.
A natural 20
Ooh.
would also fail to pick the lock.
Ah, it's magically warded.
So can I use detect magic?
You can. But you already feel the aura of abjuration magic.
Oh, that's true. Okay. So with that in mind, how about I just cast Dispel Magic?
Okay. Do you have to roll for that, or?
Hold on. Okay. There you go, Olivia. Any spell of 3rd level or lower ends. For each spell of 4th level or higher, make an ability check using your spellcasting ability. On a successful check, the spell ends.
Okay. So you cast the spell, and absolutely nothing happens. And in the distance, you hear a cold, evil laughter. Like it's laughing at you.
Yeah.
In the hallway we're in, is there anything else around us except just the door?
Just the door.
So even dispel magic didn't work? What the fuck?
Yeah, there are exactly 2 ways to open this door.
Mm.
I knock on it.
Okay, you knock on it, and it's still a door. It's still there.
At this point, Farrah is very pissed off. So she's gonna break it down.
Okay.
Or at least try to.
All right. How much damage does one of your hits do?
1d4 plus 1d8 plus 7.
Do you want to roll for all the hit points it has? Or do you want to just say you hack at it away until you've done about 100 hit points worth of damage?
Well, I'm gonna switch to my long sword so that I do 1d8 plus 1d8 plus 7.
Okay. And so you're just going to swing at it until the door breaks? Or the sword breaks?
Yeah.
Okay. After what seems an eternity of hacking away at this door, it falls away, and you can hear sounds of confusion and distress coming from the north. A faint glow, like that of a small flame, shines in the distance. The walls of the passage ahead of you are smooth white alabaster, and the floor is highly polished smoke gray marble. And you are in a hallway that is 5 foot by 25 feet, going to the north, from which there is a pit with redness, like fire. That type of glow coming up.
Before we go through the door, I want to yell, "Fuck you," to whoever laughed at me.
Okay.
You can kiss my ass.
Once again, you hear a faint sound of laughter.
Oh, you find that funny, do you? You will not find it funny when I shove my foot up your ass.
The sounds of distress and confusion coming from the north get louder.
I guess we better head in that direction.
Okay.
I draw my rapier.
Okay. Osrick takes this opportunity to pull out his other custom Glock.
I
That
switch from
says-
my sword to my whip.
It says where the gun bunnies at.
Where's the what?
Gun bunnies. So there's a song called "Bitch I Operate" by Matt Best,
Do I
And
want to
he-
know?
and at one point he's like, "I pull out my custom Glock," and then something about gun bunnies on his cock. Like, it's one of my favorite songs because Matt Best is hilarious and a real down to earth dude. Anyway, so we've crossed the first 5 feet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Or are we just gonna keep walking?
Yeah, sure. Well, hold on. Wait a minute.
It's
Right.
a bread. 2
Right.
pit. Check the walls.
Okay. The walls are smooth white alabaster, and the floor is highly polished smoke gray marble.
Olivia, stop.
2 pits along the way will be found to lead to a fortuitous fall, so check the wall. I'm gonna stay close to the wall.
Do y'all go to the second 5 foot square?
Yeah.
Okay. Do y'all go to the third 5-foot square?
Sure.
All right. Everyone make a perception check. You have 16.
Got 17 on the die plus 2, so 19.
Okay. Kidda?
A perception check.
Yep.
15, 18.
Okay. All three ladies of the party have noticed that the floor has ever so slightly shifted. Like it's starting to shift as if on a beam, with the northern end going down.
Mm. Interesting. So, with this in mind, how would we like to proceed?
Well, Lassie, it's never good when the floor starts shifting.
Well, of course not.
Shall we send Bird Lady with a rope?
Why not?
Out of game, I do kind of feel bad about like potentially sacrificing Keaton to be like the test dummy and everything.
You ain't I'm not gonna die.
I mean,
do we need to send in the tank?
if we die, I'm not doing a good job, so I want to prevent us from dying.
Well, I grab. Let's all go together at the same time.
Okay.
Sure.
Do we all want to go together at the same time?
Why not?
Just all jump. Just hold tight. Just
No,
jump.
no. Hold on a minute.
I mean, we still got 15 feet, and the floor is
I start
still.
to push. Take us all. Like just push us all down.
Okay. Kacie, Farrah, is that something you want?
I don't want to be pushed anywhere.
Okay, so both of y'all make athletic throws.
17 on the die plus 7 for my athletics. If I
Yeah, I didn't beat that. I've got like a 13, and I'm not gonna
Yeah.
include the paladin bonus because I'm against her.
Kidda, you go to push Farrah, and you just smack into her. And like it's like a wall. Like you're not moving the wall. Everyone, including Osrick, make a acrobatics save.
Don't forget to add your
Plus what?
plus 3.
Okay.
28.
Okay.
I got an 11.
Okay. So you all three stumble. Kitta and Osrick catch themselves. Farrah, you hit the ground and you kind of just start sliding towards the hole. Osrick is going to make an acrobatics save.
I'm gonna use my whip. Is there something that I can like grab onto, like a rod?
How long is the whip?
My reach is 10 feet.
You cannot. Osrick has grabbed onto you to like kind of try to steady you, but he's on shaky ground. I will let you choose between survival and acrobatics to see if you can pick yourself up.
Survival. 15.
Okay. You pick yourself up. You're on very shaky ground. The The walkway is now starting to like dangerously tilt. In another minute or so, there's going to be no stopping y'all from sliding.
I will. I don't know. How do I get out of this situation? Where is there?
You can always
wait.
run back the way you came.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay. You start running. Osrick's like, not without me, lassie. Kiddo, what are you doing?
See here. Are
Like-
we at the pit or are we past?
We're like 10 feet from the pit. Farrah and Osrick just came barreling past you.
Pits along the way will to lead to a fortuitous fall.
Okay.
Check the wall.
At this point, they are back behind where the door was, and the walkway returned to its normal state, but it's starting to tilt again.
Tilton, which way?
Towards the pit at the north.
Okay. And I can't see, like, there's nothing visible down the pit from what I can see,
I mean,
right?
from where you're at, no, but there's a red glow and there's cries of distress and confusion.
I'm gonna leave that pit alone and start looking down the other one.
There's not another pit. It's just that one pit.
Hmm.
And you said where are the cries coming from?
From the pit.
Oh, okay.
What if we just toss another loop of magic down there? Just
Okay. Make a acrobatics throw.
$25.
Okay. You're stumbling, and you realize that if you don't move pretty quickly, you're gonna find out what's at the bottom of that pit.
I
That's
move
not
away.
time.
Okay. So Farrah and Osrick are past the door already. And you're like as you're walking back, the floor is starting to tilt back to where it was. And the farther you walk, after you get to the halfway point, you just hear a thud as it settles back into where it was.
Hmm. So how are we going to get through?
Osrick uses this as a chance to remind us of the click we heard coming through that third door. Remember the pit? The pits? How we fell in one of them? Or we jumped over one, fell in one, and then there was a click through the
Yep.
third door. So
Ugh.
What if we try and push the door open instead of pulling it? So close it, then reopen.
okay. Is that what we want to do?
Sure.
Okay. So we do that, and this time there is a pit, but it raises up to the west to where like we can see right down. And we can see in there is a painted door on the south wall of the pit.
Can we go check it out?
Okay. Right. How do you want to check it out?
Olivia, quit. Very carefully.
Okay.
Olivia, stop.
All right. Give me like 2 minutes. I'm gonna step away real quick.
Okay. Here, Olivia.
No.
No, you don't. I don't want it like that.
Oh boy. Just got hit by a wave of sleep.
You can't quit on us yet. We
You
work
know we
from
can
home.
have us. Yeah. I still likes to sleep though.
Oh, just give it about 20 more minutes.
I'm gonna do.
Olivia,
Get past
quit.
this room with the pit and.
All right. I'm back.
Welcome back.
So we're in the pit. We're looking at the store. What are we doing?
I'm just gonna go for the door. Don't even
Or-
care.
So what do you do to the door?
You said it's painted?
Yeah.
Olivia, stop. Pushing buttons.
Unfortunately, there are no buttons to push.
Stop it. All right. I don't know, I'm gonna feel around for maybe like a hidden like mechanism, hidden trap, something. I don't know. I'm just gonna investigate it.
Okay. Roll an investigation.
12 on the die, so 17.
Okay. You discover that it's a door that is not locked.
Oh, okay. Olivia, quit. I'm gonna open.
You are at the top of stairs that somehow go down to the south and east at the same time, each leading into a different corridor.
I don't like where this is going. Olivia, fucking quit. Yeah, you think it's fine. I will go to the south, and I will have one of my companions go the other way at the same time.
Okay. As you're heading to the south, you can see that within 10 feet, it branches off to the west. Osrick goes down the other way and sees that the corridor branches off to the south, where there is a door at the end.
I will double back and go. You said mine branches off to the east?
Yours branches off to the west.
Okay, then I will go down the west and see what's there.
Okay. So you go down to the west, and which it then goes south. Oh, yeah. So you're going to the west. Hold on. Oh, sorry. Head is being stupid. You notice that there is a greenish gas in the air, but you can see about 15 feet away on the south wall there is a door.
I don't like where this is going.
I'm gonna say that Ida went with Farrah since you had to find Steed with you. And I'm gonna
She didn't have
mention
Find
the
Steed.
Earlier.
Wait, you have the steed with you?
No, I said earlier I did.
Okay. Yeah, Keaton, when she said she sent a companion, she meant one of us.
Ah. Well, then I guess that was. Which makes it considerably more difficult to figure out which way to go now.
So if y'all are there,
I'm gonna go up to the door. I don't care about
okay,
the myth. Be
both
like,
both of y'all make a Constitution saving throw.
I was gonna say we shun green and go the other way.
I mean, yes, but I'm still curious as to what's behind the door, so you don't have to go with me.
I'm not touching the door.
Both of
That's
y'all make the saving throw, though.
I only have a +1. Okay, so 16.
Okay.
15.
Okay. Y'all are fine.
What's behind the door?
Make a perception check.
10.
You're pretty sure there's a set of stairs behind the door, but you can't be sure unless you open the unlocked door.
Okay. All right. I will double back and go back to find my tiny friend.
Okay. So I am standing at the end of a hallway, with a door to the south.
Okay. We're gonna go through the door.
Okay. So we are in a room. That looks like this. Those round things are 3 vats about 7 feet in diameter and 4 feet in depth that contain murky liquids. The western one holds only dirty water.
Okay.
All of the walls are lined with shelves, and upon these are old jars filled with dust and impotent ingredients of all sorts. There's a large desk and stool, 2 workbenches, and 2 mummy preparation tables. Clay pots and urns on these tables, and the floor obviously once contained eugenets, I don't know what that means, ointments, oils, perfumes, and the like. Linen wrappings are in the rolls are strewn about. Dried herbs of unidentifiable nature, bones, skulls, and the like litter the workbenches.
You guys want to look around, or what should we do? Should we look in the vats?
We can look in the vats.
I'm gonna look in the one that doesn't have dirty water.
Okay. So there's 2 that doesn't have dirty water. The
I'm
middle
gonna
or
look
the eastern.
in the one in the middle.
Okay.
I'll look in the dirty water. Just
Okay.
at eye level. I'm not gonna reach it.
Okay. Kidda, make a perception check.
Got a 28, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
No, 26.
It's a vat of dirty water.
Okay.
What is in the middle?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
So I'm gonna use my bardic inspiration. Okay. So 9, 10, 11. Wow. That bardic inspiration really came in handy.
So you got an 11?
Yeah.
Okay. There's some greenish liquid.
Mm. Okay.
Osrick is going to go ahead and go to the other one and make a perception check. Oh fuck. 7. I think there's gray in here. That's all I got. Gray. I can't tell if it's solid, liquid, and gas.
Well, all right then. We are some excellent adventurers.
Hey, I've passed my save or my check. I didn't have
Yes.
to roll one on my inspiration die. Blame the bard.
I mean, but like, we didn't discover anything useful
No, we did not.
except that there's nothing in it.
I'm gonna go
Hey.
check the workbenches. I don't know.
I'm gonna look around the room and kind of investigate the walls.
Okay. Roll an investigation check.
So that's 13.
Okay. Everything is exactly how I described it earlier.
Okay.
Do I find anything on the workbenches?
You do not.
Okay. So what's now? Is there another door we can go through?
Well, off to the west and the south of the room, off to the west, there's a hallway.
Okay. I'll go down the hallway.
Okay. You go down some stairs, and you see that it turns to the east.
Keep going.
Okay. A 10-foot deep, empty pit completely fills the passageway and extends so far as to make jumping across it impossible for most creatures.
Okay. Olivia, no. No. I will double back then and go back into the room.
Okay.
I'm like,
simply not this way, guys. Another giant pit. Is there anywhere else besides the way I just went?
I mean, I will say for the way you just went, you can see that the hallway greatly extends beyond that pit.
Hmm.
And we're in a big space. And I'm sure, like, if anyone here knew how to fabricate stuff, we could probably come up with something to cross that pit if we wanted to.
Well, I'm not crafty, but I'm sure my tiny friend is. Possibly.
I direct y'all to start breaking up the tables and stuff so we can make a fire. And from my bag of holding, I pull out an anvil and a bellows and a forge and scrap metal. And like just the amount of stuff truly astounds y'all. While doing so, while I'm working, y'all are able to take a long rest. Y'all are able to freshen up. And after about 16 hours have passed, I have made some sort of ladder configuration to make us cross the pit. So, yay that we wrote backstories for our characters.
Woohoo!
Because there was an actual complicated way to do it. And instead we just crossed it. Okay. So now we're on the other side of the pit. It is a 5 by 50 foot long hallway going to the east. And about 30 feet down on the northern side, there is a small crack of light coming through the wall.
Can I like wedge something in there to open it?
You can make a perception check. Everyone can make a perception check.
50. Oh wait, no. Sorry. Not a nat 20, but it's a 20.
You realize that there is a secret door there that could probably be opened.
I will open it.
Okay,
However,
you are in a 15 by 15 foot room. The room appears to be filled with funerary offerings and furniture. There are 4 rotting sofas, a couple of throne-like chairs, and a jumble of stands, small tables, and vases and urns that are dented, chipped, and broken. Only the rather plain tapestries hanging on the east and west walls appear to have been spared a rough looting. Amid the general havoc are scattered several trunks and a larger number of coffers. On the eastern wall, towards the north, you notice a door.
go to the door.
Okay. Make a perception check.
Yeah. So that's a 7.
Okay. You think it's a door.
Probably not a door. All right, Keaton, your turn to try.
Can we get to a stopping place? I'm passing out a bit.
Okay.
Like,
Quitter.
I don't mean to be disruptive. I literally did not remember the room we just walked in.
That's no worries. I'm going to put this in our Discord so we know where we're at. I mean, we have been going for 3.5 hours after a full day of work, and both of y'all have work tomorrow.
I have a half day tomorrow, so
I will say this: we are on room 21 of 33.
Is that good progress in a night?
yeah.
I mean, this took the guys from Heroes and Halfwits like 20 something hours to do.
I mean, they're half-wits. It says it
They
all.
didn't have
Oh,
say.
most of them have been playing since AD&D.
Well, they
Yeah.
clearly don't have our brains.
Yeah.
They clearly didn't think to bring True Sight.
Like
Like,
I have gone a bit easy on us at places, but again, this is more about the fun of exploration than us dying. I will say,
yeah,
if we had continued onto that pit, I would have had to figure out a way to like make lava not total party kill us.
Oh God.
Yeah.
oh god. See, here's the thing. When I was trying to push you guys in, I had Featherfall ready. So we would have slowly fell to our death.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Which it would have killed us, but I would have just made us start right back at the beginning. Like,
Spawn point.
yep. So, Looking at the map, honestly, we'll have this done within 3 weeks if we do this every Tuesday.
I don't know. We may get it done next week.
Yeah. Oh, that reminds me. We got experience points.
Woohoo!
We only fought one thing, so like, I mean, but I'm gonna give us an additional 300 experience points just for the role playing we did. So that's 750 divided by 3. We each get 250 experience points. Like that's what you're supposed to do, right? Divide the total by everyone. Okay.
I think so.
There was one campaign I did where I just gave everyone the total amount of XP for each creature. And so like this adventure that was supposed to take us from level 1 to 3 got us to like level 6.
Mhm.
So which we're level 11 already, so there probably won't be a whole bunch of leveling up.
That's fine.
Yeah, 'cause going from 11 to 12 costs like 15k experience.
Yeah, because it goes 85,000 to 100,000.
So you said that
Oh,
we each get 250?
yeah.
Okay, cool.
Sorry, we get we get our next level at 100,000 experience points. So.
Yeah, no, I didn't. I was level 10 until Kacie pointed out, oh yeah, we're like level 11. I'm like, oh. So I leveled myself up, noticed I had a 6th level spell slot. I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'll take type. Some handy dandy.
Yeah.
Was.
And we've had our long rest, so that is all good.
Meaning next week I can give it to Kacie again. Let's be honest. If anything starts swiping at people when he open doors, Kacie, because if I get hit, I'm dead.
Also, Kacie, I need something to represent your character, like some sort of picture or something.
Okay, I already have one.
Okay. I'm gonna figure out some way to edit this to make it somewhat watchable. Because I don't know how to publish a podcast yet.
That's fine. Where's my D&D folder? Ah, here it is. There you go.
And I'm assuming, Keaton, you want that one joke censored out?
No, leave it.
Okay.
Leave it.
Just
Alright.
leave all the context there so that way people understand that there was a battle in my head right there.
Okay.
So, like, oh,
Alright.
wow.
Alright. Well, I will see y'all in the Facebook chat tomorrow.
You'll have a good night. I had loads of fun.
Me too.
Excited for next week.
Yep.